I'm here with Abe Dinkus right now, the one and only Abe Dinkus, you know.
This prompt is being a mini in the debate space positive, and the answer is absolutely yes, because we're full of fucking pansies, okay? That's the problem we have in society right now. All these fucking leftists, Karens, all these people like, oh, just don't say the word fuck and you're going to heaven. Like, no, fuck you, bitch, okay? You have to be a good person. It doesn't matter what I say, okay? What matters is what I do most of the time. Sure, sometimes you're gonna be like, you try to be as compassionate as possible. Not nice, just compassionate. Sometimes you want to be, caring for other people. And sometimes caring needs to be actually caring. Okay? And the way you care for people is to tell you, oh, fuck you and shut your fucking mouth, bitch. Okay? You need to go back into the kitchen maybe and get a sandwich. Sometimes women need that. Sometimes men need to be told, you stop being a fucking cock. Okay? Get the fuck out. You saw a clip by none other than the great Andrew Wilson. And he was talking by none other than a cock and whatever. And you know what he said? Get the fuck out, you cock. And everybody loved it. Thumbnail says, this guy fucking rage quit. Is that mean? Yes. Do we need it? Absolutely. It's the way of the world. The way of the world is we were being too nice. We're too nice. What we need is a little bit of meaningness. We just need meaningness in this relationship, okay? In this relationship to the world, so that we can move forward, grow up for once in our lives, and get away from it. Another great example of how being mean helps not only you but the world is through Caleb Hammer. I don't know if you listen to any of Financial Audit, but those people would not change their mind and their lives and get out of debt if it wasn't because Caleb told them, this is bullshit. Stop spending on bullshit. Get your shit together, okay? When we're talking about tough love is what we now call mean, being a meanie. So don't let, as a great song said, okay, make bullies great again. Don't let yourself be beat down by this cult of niceness. Let's get it going. With that, I concede my time, Abe and ABG. Thank you, and I'm ready. Let's start to rumble.
All right, that's Emmet's opening, and now let's go to Abe. Abe, your opening whenever you're ready.
All right, I would say in the online debate sphere, being mean is especially counterproductive, even more so than in offline settings, due to the unique dynamic of digital platforms, audiences, and algorithms. Here's why. It triggers stronger defensiveness and entrenchment. Online participants are often anonymous or echo chambers. So meanness makes people double down on their views rather than reconsider them. Changing minds online is already difficult. Hostility makes it nearly impossible. Algorithms reward outrage, but punish long-term influence. So I have to say, platforms boost emotionally charged, angry, or toxic content for engagement. You get all them likes and them shares. This can give short-term visibility, but attracts the wrong audience. It attracts trolls, pile-ons, and tribalism, not always in the best direction, maybe in the worst, and signals low-value discourse. Civil or kind approaches may grow slower, but build genuine followership and credibility. Let's see. In online spaces, kindness, or at least calm firmness, combined with clear arguments, strategically superior, in my opinion, for influence, reputation, and any hope of shifting views, both of the opponent and of the audience. Meanness might feel powerful or go viral momentarily, but it consistently delivers worse results for anyone seeking real impact, rather than just spectacle. The online environment amplifies the downsides of toxic behavior while diluting its benefits. And that's it.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Both of you were under 5 minutes. Get on that. Let's proceed with the open dialogue period. Again, that's 1 hour and 30 minutes. Whoever would like to start, please go ahead, gentlemen. The floor is yours.
You're muted, Emmett.
Thank you for letting me know. So nice of you. You should have told me, shut the fuck up. Emmett, stop being a fucking idiot, okay?
I would say
Unmute
it was
yourself.
more
That's what you should
kind.
have said.
More kind than nice.
Yeah, it
Doesn't need
didn't
to be
work. You know
nice.
what's gonna happen? Next time, I'm gonna do it again instead of remembering from the voice of the president that I shouldn't be a fucking idiot and just mute myself.
Well,
I wanna start with one of your claims. The claim that you made was that it brings the wrong crowd, okay? It just brings the wrong crowd. You think the Crucible crew is the wrong crowd, Abe? Is that what you're saying about us?
My question would be, is everybody in the Crucible crew good, Emmett? Are they all good representations of what you think and believe?
I can tell you that I would run with the Crucible crowd and I will go anywhere and I will be like, yeah, this is my crew.
I'm so glad
and
to
I
hear
would
you support the blind pill,
would-
Emmett. I'm so glad to hear it. I'm so glad to
Well,
hear it. We should all jump on that boat.
He has been excommunicated from the Crucible crew, to be fair.
And maybe
The excommunication Tritoris has been have you ever seen the movie John Wick?
Do you think
when they send that cable and the person is like, and they say excommunicated Tritoris, that's exactly what happened when we're talking about the blind pill. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I have not seen an excommunication. I've seen some excommunication from personal spaces. Now,
well, there's a process that has to be followed. This is a problem with bureaucracy, right?
Yeah.
We were so nice, and we created these kind of bureaucracy things. It's just like we're being so nice. Okay, that's a problem too. We should be
proving my point because you see,
in fact.
In
fact, do you know how this all started with the blind pill?
Emmett, let's let Abe finish this.
You were mean to him over his argument, and so he created mean things back in your direction. It created a spiral of retaliation until no one could get along any longer. And I think that we see this every time.
That is not necessarily correct. What happened is he expected me to be nice. He expected me to be nice, okay? And when he didn't get that niceness that he got, he went full Karen. He was like, "You should have been nice to me. You should have done this for me." Okay? So in the end of the day, what happened is a spiral of niceness because we expect people to be nice in the space instead of realizing that being mean sometimes is the way to go. That is what happened.
Being mean or being accurate, Emmett? Being mean or being accurate?
I'm being accurate.
No. Was the cutoff because he was making a faulty argument, or was it because he expected niceness?
It's because he expected niceness. So let me explain to you what happened.
So if he was right, there would have still been a problem.
Well, the problem is that he was wrong, and he got into a big problem with it because he wanted, but it was because of his feelings, right? He felt that I wasn't nice enough. That was the problem, because I was on a panel, and he expected me to take my white shield and wear my white cape and be like, nah, you will not say anything about my boy.
Interesting.
And it didn't happen, so he gets very mad.
Hey, maybe that's the case. But I would ask you, if somebody who was mean but very, very contagiously good at getting people to follow them, even though they were wrong, but because they were mean, more and more people followed because they thought that guy's a lot like so-and-so over there who's mean to everybody, and we really like that atmosphere. But he's teaching them the wrong things, like you should cast down Christ and you should worship the devil, and I'll show you how to do this kind of argumentation. We should follow that guy because he's mean, and mean is better than kind.
No, what I'm saying is that's what happened. What happened is we have someone like Destiny. Destiny was that person, and for a long time, what we did as conservatives was just take it on chin, right? We didn't fight back. And then we finally got a person who was able to fight back against that kind of narrative. His name is none other than Andrew W. Wilson. And thanks to that, Now I don't have to listen to Destiny, okay, being a fucking Coomer Gremlin. I have an actual representative that can go on against these degenerates and tell them how degenerate they are, okay, and be mean to them and shame them into submission because they're fucking degenerates.
But the shaming does nothing. The meanness does nothing. The good sound logic is where you defeat the enemy. It has nothing to do with how mean you are. The meanness is a great way to get attention and gain some eyes on you, but it isn't what wins arguments or is good for debate overall. Right? Because
have you ever had a nice
for instance, Emmet, if you're completely retarded, right, and you make terrible arguments, but you're mean and you gain a huge following because of that, right off the bat, but then you just have a whole group of like mongoloid goofballs in a circle just telling each other they should keep being mean to everybody because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But everybody thinks this guy's right. Everybody in his little circle, but he's retarded and wrong. Is that good or is that bad for the debate space?
Well, if you look at Tay and then you look at his numbers when it comes live, it went like, whoa, because we realized at the blind peel that it was absolutely retarded. But it doesn't matter. Let me paint you a little picture. I'm gonna ask you a question about it. Okay, it's very quickly. Have you ever had like an ice cream? Okay, an ice cream bowl, and then you put the ice cream in. The ice cream that you have there is like, it's like the logic. Okay, and then you put like the toppings on top, things that make it amazing. The topping is the meanness, right? That is the mean. So you want to have the good ice cream. What you're talking about is a sheet ball, right? And then you put the topping. Nobody wants that. But if you have the good logic and you have the topping on top, that meanness, that's exactly what we want. Because in this debate space, we gotta have thick skin. We gotta be guys.
That's interesting. I don't put toppings on ice cream.
So yeah.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. No.
No. You never had sprinkles on top of it. You never have a cherry.
I have, but it was not. It wasn't as good.
So it wasn't as good. You don't like the cherry on top?
No.
Well,
it wasn't as good.
Well, Abe, I'm gonna tell you something. You have
else like
that explains why you're having this debate because you have really bad taste. Okay, but we forgive you because you're the president.
So, do you build better or worse rapport when you're mean with interlocutors or with people in general? Do you think you build better or worse rapport when you're mean?
It depends who I'm building rapport, right? I want rapport with my chat. I want my chat to feel that good. It's like they're doing this battle with me. It's like a band of brothers. It's like going out with 300, okay? You are with King Leonidas and we're side by side. You have
King
my
who?
shield, you have my ride. Leonidas.
Who?
Leonidas.
Can you spell it, please, for reference?
Well, you're saying it in English with the English accent. I'm doing it with the Spanish. It's fine.
I was just checking. Leo. I needed to be sure we were talking about King Leonidas at the Battle of Thermopylae. I had to make sure that we were talking about the same person, right?
And DAS, and yeah.
Where 300 stood against the entirety of the rest of the world.
Yeah, and some Athenians. They were the French of the old world. Okay, we don't care much about them. But the point of all of this at the end of the day is, well, I don't know if you know the French, but they run whenever there's war. The point of all of these is that we really what we really want in this space is to get the chat on our side, And sometimes the way you do it, especially when you're dealing with the scumbags on the left that are gonna backbite you, you have to be mean to them. You have to tell them stop being freaking lefties. Okay, get out of that space.
Can you clarify this for me? If you have a whole bunch of people that are already in your chat, they're likely to continue to support. They love the festivals, right? But the bread and circuses is generally for the people that are already a part of the kingdom. And my question would be, how does that affect all the people that are not a part of the kingdom that stumble upon your channel and are trying to see what the ideas are, and instead they just see a battle of, haha, you stupid cuck, get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
You think that convinces them to join your side, or do you think they're like, wow, that guy's a dick? What the heck?
Well, I don't know if you ever see the WWE, okay? But what happened in WWE is that there was already a roster, and sometimes a new guy will come in, Okay. And sometimes you like the suckiest of the wrestlers. It was like the guy that was on top. Randy Orton. Okay. And then you got somebody came in, let's say Edge, okay, and he just beat the hell crap out of this guy, was mean, and he's like, oh, and then you got on his side. We are in an arena right now. We are on an arena. We're fighting with, we have a fight of ideas, and what we don't want is just to be the punching bag. We had enough of that. Oh, we have to be very good about this. No, we want to punch back, and we want to punch hard, so that people can go on our side.
Sure, punching back is fine, but meanness is a different thing than punching back, right? If there's reciprocal value in you've brought forward an idea that I feel is stupid, then I can cast down your idea with why it's stupid. I don't have to be, I don't know, dirty or mean specifically just because, right? I can say,
would you call my idea
that
stupid?
idea. Which idea?
That stupid idea. Let's say that
I will say
let's say that I come with a blind pill. Okay?
Hold on.
Have you ever wanted a virtuous woman?
Just a second, gentlemen. Let's let Abe make his point. Okay?
There's a different idea I want to talk about. You said we really don't like them very much, but then you also equated your chat to them. You were talking about Leonidas and the people he was helping or that were helping him fight, and then you said, but we don't like them very much. So then
no, we and my chat are Leonidas.
You chat and
we and my chat are Leonidas.
You can't both be Leonidas.
Okay, me, I'm one of the rank members of 300. Okay, I'm just a guy with a shield, the guy that's protecting the pass. Because I'm Mexican, so I have to be a little bit hench over. But I'm part of it. I'm still with them. That's also such a bad correlation. It doesn't
Weren't you
matter.
Supposed to get thrown off a cliff then? At birth?
Yes, I should be in Mexico right now. It's like throwing people out a cliff. The point. Whoa. The point I was making is what I want my chat to be is on my side. We are a team. We're like a band of brothers. That's where I'm going. We're gonna fight them. And you know what? Maybe fortunately for us, we're in an arena, okay? And when they see the other side being massacred on the thousands, the guys on the arena are gonna be like, we like those guys. We wanna be like those guys. Okay? We're gonna act like those guys. Now let me ask you a question. Let's say that I come to you and I say, hey, do you want a virtuous woman? Blind. The girls that have those big glasses like AVG, those are the virtuous ones. Okay? Do you want the virtuous woman, the blind ones? Or do you want one of those sighty ones that are just very hoarse? Which one will you go for? And will you call that argument stupid, Abe?
I will just go for my wife, but I don't know what other people are going to go for. I would say that there are definitely stupid arguments like,
would you call
like
that? You would call my argument stupid?
Sure, why not?
Oh, that's so
The
very
argument
mean.
is stupid.
How?
The argument is stupid, but I'm not going to call you stupid.
Why not? I came up with that argument on my own. And
then
I'm pushing it as
flawed idea, and you came up with a stupid idea. But I won't tell you that you are stupid for coming up with a stupid idea.
Wait.
I'll tell you to refine your idea and return with a better one.
Wait, I have a great response for that, Abe, because you calling that stupid is very feminist of you, Abe. Very feminist of you. Okay?
Oh no.
That's very feminist.
Oh no.
Oh, I know, right? Are you
Again,
gonna call me stupid for saying that?
No, but I will say that's another stupid idea.
Oh.
See?
So the person saying the stupid idea is not stupid now all of a sudden, huh?
I mean, maybe they're smart in something.
There's a very good saying in the world that says, just very simply, stupid is what stupid do, okay? If I'm gonna be doing stupid, okay, I guess I'm gonna be stupid. So the fact that you don't say it is just you being nice. And sometimes maybe what I need would be, hey, Emmet, hey, stop being stupid. And maybe I can get out of that mindset and actually start making good arguments.
It's funny you brought that up because Forrest Gump was kind to everyone, even in war, and he had really good outcomes. People really liked him and wanted him to, I don't know, lead and show them the way forward, even though people would tell him stupid is as stupid does. But
Yes.
he didn't reply with, no, you're stupid. Instead, he said,
No, but he
okay, if you say so.
he's a specific case of, you know, hard work. So what people don't understand about what people don't understand about Forrest Gump is that he was a hard worker.
Mhm.
He tried his best. You know, when he had trouble walking, what did he do? He ran.
Mhm.
That's exactly what happened. And thanks to the bullies is that he was able to run. People don't think the bullies enough about him being able to run. When he went to the military, okay, and they were like putting on
Wait.
him that you have to do X, Y, and Z. What did he do? He just did it.
Was it the
He didn't
bullies
complain.
or was
just
it the
did it.
girl?
It was the bullies.
Because the bullies were threatening him, and I think he would have just taken the beating. But the girl told him to run, and then he ran. So
Why did the girl tell him to run?
Well, because of the bullies, because she didn't want to see him get hurt. But
Okay,
but
so
he did it
it
for
was
the
the
girl.
bullies.
He did it for the girl, not for the bullies, right?
For the bullies.
Well,
Because
she
at
said
the end
it
of the
for the
day,
bullies,
the
right?
action was
Right.
taken because of the bullies.
So maybe
Bullies
you are the
W
feminist.
again.
Maybe you are the feminist.
Oh, I am the feminist.
Because you're telling us to run because the girls tell us to.
No,
Do the
I'm
hard work because the
telling.
girl tells you to, right?
I'm saying that thanks to the
And
bullies
thank the mean
was
people
that.
because the girls are afraid of them.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Good to
Yeah.
know.
Thanks
Good
the
to know.
mean people. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way to go. I agree. Don't you
Okay,
agree?
so
Don't you want?
here's
Don't
what I
you
would say. I
listen?
would say there's a time and a place for meanness, but I don't think that
Mhm.
meanness is the overall best method for the online debate sphere. I think there is a time and a place for a mean comment, but I don't think the overall meanness or being mean is the positive in this case. I think the positive is breaking down the logic and the ideas to make people think more clearly, and kindness actually gets ideas across better, cleaner, and it sticks better because people are more willing to listen if they're insulted. On the other hand, like if the chat you're dealing with, right, your own chat is going to support you because they've already bought in. The chat you are of the person you're against, they're not going to buy in.
They're already
Not
bought
just
in.
because you're mean.
Do you realize that I was a Destiny fan for a while? And the
Yes.
only reason why I was able to get out of it was thanks to some guy named Andrew W. Wilson being a little bit mean. How about Rob Knorr?
Wait,
Rob Knorr making him rage quit because he would tell him to his face that he's a fucking idiot. Okay? That's what we want at some point. Now, when it comes to the
want
feminism
spectacle.
thing, we do really want guys being mean. You know why? Because women sometimes take the wrong position. And I'm not saying all of them, but most of them. And what we've done is we have enabled them to take those wrong positions. Instead of them being part of the family and wanting to be part of a family, instead of producing the next generation, which is one of the greatest gifts that they can give to the world and to themselves, what they're doing is being self-serving. So, and not only that, thanks to that, what we've created is a worst economic status because they believe in the just pay more taxes, bruh. So, and this is a general statement, obviously not all. For example, the ones on my channel, great people, okay? But
some say the best.
Some would say the best. Some would say the best. Okay? Rosie O'Donnell's a bitch. So, those kind of people really, they probably need a little bit of meanness in their life.
I appreciate that. So let me ask you this question, because now I'm unsure where we're at, because harsh criticism doesn't innately mean mean. So my question to you is, what does mean to you? Is it the average, or is it over harshness, or is it, what is it exactly? What is mean to you, or meanness to you exactly? Because I could give you harsh correction without being mean, right? I could tell you're wrong and what you're doing is destroying your life. You need to fix it. That's not being mean. But I could say, you're a fucking retard. Fix your fucking life before you fucking die. And that would be kind of mean.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah. And most people will
one,
fix
sure.
their life because you say something like that, especially as the
Oh.
president of the United States. So if you're just going to be like the nice guy as the president of the United States, imagine what you're going to be doing when it comes to the war in Ukraine. You're going to be just telling the guy, oh, well, yes, I understand your feelings. Let's have another struggle session tomorrow. You're going to be like, hey, stop throwing those fucking bombs, you dumb. Or we're going to throw more bombs at you. How about we actually take some action, be men, be like, hey, stop doing this kind of shit, dude? Is that kind of mean?
No, the meanness is when it's over the top, when it's unwarranted or over, like I can do harsh correction without it stepping into meanness. The reason I say this, Emmet, is because when we look at like psychological studies and things like this, human nature tends to push back and entrench themselves. No, I'm not going to pull a study, but we know this even from children. Like I've raised 2 boys. When I am overly harsh at times, it will spurn. They will then seek to push back in certain ways, and human nature seems to do this all throughout history. We see this, in fact, where someone's overly harsh and they're like, okay, fine, I'll get back at him for it, rather than them just being firm and giving them hard correction without the meanness. And they're like, well, maybe I need to think about this. Now, I would agree with you. There are times,
do you care about your kids, Abe?
There are times where it is effective to be mean. This is not all times. And if we use it at the wrong time, we run the risk of destroying relationships in ways we shouldn't.
Okay. Do you care about your kids, Abe?
Of course.
Do you care about your kids?
Of course.
Okay. And you would do what's necessary for your kids to succeed?
Of course.
Okay. And sometimes it involves like being a little bit harsh. Sometimes it involves being kind to them, right?
Sometimes.
Do you think I should care about, let's say, Orthodox guy the same way I should care about my kid?
No.
Okay. I agree with you. Okay? So when I go and they're like, you fucking idiot, okay? When that guy, because I think he's being idiotic, I'm not going to treat it like my kid. What do you bring your kids into this? I agree with you.
Is that in debate?
Yeah, in a debate. Yeah, in a debate. In the debate I had with him, for example, when it came to the deletion of babies, I was like, yeah, that's fucking stupid. How are you gonna do that? I would delete a lot more people before I delete the babies, right? So that's fucking retarded, dude. At that point, I'm not trying to be like.
Tell me how that's mean. Tell me how that's mean.
It is mean.
Retarded. How's that mean?
Especially if you're a pear-clutching Christian, the Christian. Oh my God, he used the word fuck. There he. Okay, the fucking pear-clutching.
Listen,
the guy. I know, for example, one pear-clutching on my side that the other day was like, "Oh my God, you're abusing me. You're verbally abusing me." Okay, it doesn't matter if it's it doesn't matter if it comes just from the Sewing Circle Christian or the Sewing Circle Orthodox Christian. Whenever they both go on and be like, "Oh, you use that bad wordy," okay?
Listen, Emmet.
They can go fuck themselves.
Emmet, I would fucking appreciate it if you would stop fucking saying fuck, okay?
Yes, exactly. Maybe I'll get it if you say it like that. Maybe I would like, oh.
But how?
I needed that in my life.
Because you still haven't told me what mean is. What is mean?
Okay. You want a description of mean?
Yes.
Well, mean is the opposite of nice.
Is it the average of a great number?
No. The way that we would put it out is the way that I would put it out. What mean means is a disregard for others' feelings, right? They with the usage of harsh language in order to produce a specific emotional response in which they might feel some kind of distress. That is being mean.
That's being mean.
Yeah, I want to produce distress in people.
So when
I punch them with the word fuck, it's like, hey,
this sounds
fuck.
really
It's
like soft
fuck.
science to me. Like, how do you know it produces an emotional response? And how do you know it's producing the response you want?
most of the times it goes like this. Stop being mean. Why are you so mean? I
But
don't
has a-
understand what you're saying, Emmet.
Okay,
Because
so
I need a translator, Emmet.
perfect.
And then I
Well,
say fuck,
hey,
and they don't need a translator any longer. It's very strange.
Sometimes there's a language barrier. We both know. Sometimes there's a
Oh my
language barrier,
God.
Okay. Was that mean?
You see, like that,
mean?
like that. That's mean. Yes. You see how it went. Oh my God. That's when you realize you hit a punch.
Here's the primary issue that I have with this. So while I could agree that you're seeking that response and that you enjoy the response in general when
And chat.
that happens, and your chat,
Yeah, chat loves it.
okay. So you say it's a net positive for the debate sphere, right?
Yes.
My question would be, is it a net positive in the debates? Do you get more points across? And does that idea then carry further than if you gave a steady, clean, logical argument and held it all the way through without needing to insult or be mean or get a response like that?
Well, you can do both. That is the point that I'm going for. You can do both. Why stop at why stop just at the ice cream when you can have a banana split? When you can have something great, right? Some people just enjoy a little bit of ice cream, like you. You're like, I just want the ice cream. Take away all the cool stuff about it. Some people just want it all. Some people just want to enjoy all of the ice cream. And that's what we're here to provide. We're here to provide great entertainment, and that includes being mean, especially to these fucking lefties, so that they will understand that you better not mess with us, because we're coming for your votes. We're gonna win the elections. We're gonna save them, babies. We're gonna tell you how stupid you are in the process, and people are gonna love it.
So
And they're gonna send us some of our chats. So some of the super chats, they're gonna send us the super chats because they're like, yeah, bro, hit that fuck in the mouth.
So this revolves back around to what I said prior. I said there is a justified time for meanness, right? However, if it's a positive, then you're saying that overall it is good for the space. Now, while you're saying, yeah, we want to dominate these lefties, we want to make them look like idiots, we want to take the votes, we want to save the babies, I agree with those things. But do you want to also use that same meanness on people you're allied with and have them turn against you because of it?
I wouldn't use it against my chat unless they're enjoying it, and they do enjoy it sometimes. But I wouldn't normally use it against my chat.
So it's not a positive all the time.
Well, it's a possible in the debate sphere, right? For debates, when we go into debates, when I go into these fucking places and there's some people over there and they're like, oh, Christianity is so evil and bad, and you're like, well, how do you know what bad is? And they're like, you're so mean. Like, fuck you, okay? You don't even know shit. That is the place where I want to do it. They don't even know shit anyway, right? That's the place where it is. And it's like when I'm with my chat, when I'm talking to my friends, for example, not necessarily. I think my friends have I have a higher standard with my friends. I like them. Okay. It's like with the kids. I have a higher standard with the kids because I'm trying to guide them. So kids I have a higher standard with them. I try to be polite with them. I try to guide them in a positive manner until they fuck up. Okay, and they tell them stop fucking up, and then we can move forward. Okay, my friends is the same. My friends is like, stop. Okay, we're cool, and then they say the blind place, stop fucking up. Okay, don't use the blind. Stupid.
Okay,
fucking
fair,
stupid.
Sure. But do you think it would be helpful if they're? Do you think it would be helpful if they're already receptive and you know that that stance or a mean stance will push them away from the realization or the ideas that you want them to accept?
Well, most of the time, I would say that I'm, my friends, I like them for a reason. They're specific kind of people. It's like you, Abe. Okay, when I talk to you, okay, and you talk to me, we know each other. We have a certain level of respect. Okay, and when we fuck up, we can tell each other, and you understand that do it for your own good, and I understand you do. Okay, but if I tell you, hey, you fucking up, and you decide to go away, you were never my friend. You didn't had it in you to be my friend.
Is that how it works?
So it's a failure of you. You know
So
what?
if-
I'm realizing something. I'm realizing that sometimes we put on ourselves a lot of load that it's not necessarily. We should take it off and realize that maybe the person failing is the other. Maybe you, audience, you should stop failing, okay? Maybe it's on you. Maybe the meanness is the thing that glue us together as true brothers, as true people of the patriarchy, right? And maybe it's you who needs to be better.
Does better mean meaner?
Yes. And moral. So you have to be moral and mean.
What if the stance is that the moral thing is to not be mean in that instance? Is there anything like that, do you think, Emmett, where there's a time to not be
Yes.
mean?
Yes,
Because-
with babies. Babies only get all of the good things because they're babies, okay? So when you have a 6-month-old, you're carrying them. Even if they barf on you, you're like, oh, it's cute, okay? You clean it, you clean yourself.
What if
and
they
you
bite your
continue
nose off?
carrying them. Why would they bite your nose off?
I'm just asking. What
They
if
have
bite
no
your nose
teeth.
off? Well,
What are you gonna bite it off with? They barely have any teeth.
I'm just asking questions, Emmett.
Let's stop asking fucking stupid questions, Abe. Okay? Okay, Abe?
That was so goofy. How are they going to bite your nose off? How?
I don't know how.
But
Barely
no.
have any fucking teeth.
Okay.
2-year-old, I get it, but the
So
newborn.
when you say that meanness, when you say that meanness is a positive, the issue that I have with this specific take is that I think meanness is a targeted event, not an all the time event. And when we say meanness is a positive for the debate sphere, what I see is there's going to be plenty of people that you and I both have seen that have very low debate skill or very low intellect, and they're going to enter the debate sphere and think, oh, being mean is what gets you popular. So I'm just going to come in with flawed logic and retarded ideas and be a total asshole, and I'm going to get popular. And I think that that is the wrong stance to take. I think that they need to build sufficient logic and seek to understand. And having a mean stance and a stupid attitude about being cocky and thinking they know shit because, hey, I get to be mean because I'm in the debate sphere is probably the worst stance they could take at the beginning. And so I think, yes, there is a time where we can step over a line and go, yeah, you know what? I'm going to be mean in this moment. But I don't think that it's an overall positive stance to take. I think that there is a very targeted time for that. And it's not every debate, and it's not every time.
So let's say that this new person comes in, puppy eyes, ready to rumble, goes into one of our panels. He has this great idea, right? He has this great idea. I'm gonna let the blind pill go for a moment and go for another great idea. Okay, let's say that one person named Erica decided to delete her husband. Okay, and his name for some my name in this case is gonna be Uncle Tom for some reason. I don't know. Okay, and I decide that I'm really good at these, right? And I go in, I'm like, oh guys, let me tell you about my story, and we all, instead of just telling him how stupid he is, we decide to be like, no, dude, you have to change your position. He's gonna be like, fuck you, I can do what I. Okay, do you think it's better for him that us as the debate sphere are just all calm instead of just calling him a fucking retard, Uncle Tom? You're a fucking retard. Okay, what do you think should be the correct statement in this course of action? Should we be just very, very kind to him and understanding about his stupid ideas, or should we just tell him that he's probably a stupid retard that should shut the fuck up for once in his life, Uncle Tom?
I think this is a perfect question, because what I think is you being mean is going to change nothing. I think it's going to make him double down on his idea. He's going to strengthen it. He's going to look for more evidence of his own idea, and then he's going to try to get more and more people to believe his idea to turn against you and prove you wrong. He's going to become extremist in this view because your meanness didn't do anything. All it did was set his fuse, and now he's going to keep pushing harder and harder and harder to prove his stupid idea to you. That's what I think.
What I
And I
think is
think
going
we
to
see it
happen, for example, what I think happens in reality is that they have like two people that are like, I want to be your friend. Oh my God. Okay. And whenever they come with another stupid idea, the one way to get them into their, drilling into their head, that stupid idea, is to be fucking mean to them. Like, stop saying stupid shit, you dumb. You're making me look bad. You're making me look. Stop being stupid, you dumb fuck. That's what I think actually helps. Okay, because the more you allow them, the more you allow these people to just proliferate in these dumb ideas, and you're like, giving them the space to move forward, like has happened in our space. Sometimes we listen to a person, we're like, oh, we kind of like him, and we don't tell him how stupid he is with this idea. Okay, it just proliferate. The opposite happens. He goes more and more ingrained into our side, and then he goes outside. Let's call it to the panelverse, and then the panelverse are like, these guys are fucking stupid. And then we have to go on and fight them. We have to go on and fight these fucking people that are retards on their own side. There's some retarded people on that side too. Okay, we have to go on and have to tell not only our side now that he's fucking idiot, but also them they're fucking idiots at the same time. It's a double fight. Okay? I just want to fight them. I don't want to fight my side necessarily. I just want to be mean to them one time and then getting into their heads, and then we can move forward. And if they can't and they go over there to play with butterflies, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Has that happened?
People are allowed to play with butterflies.
Has that happened? Or
yeah, there's a lot of people that's left
us. You keep getting the pushback over and over and over and over again.
No, there is some people that are. There's some people that are black, okay, and they just like the punishment. But when it comes to the normal people just they either learn and they move and we can move forward, or they they just leave the space. I'm fine with either.
Well, okay, so this is again the reason I brought up that they'll double down on the idea and they'll continue to push it and they'll try to grow a following to continue pushing it. Is if instead I could use rhetoric and solid logic to show them where these things break, where it's all flawed, then that's superior to me in comparison to just being mean, telling them off because they're stupid, they're retarded, all these things. And if we can catch it on film that I broke all of their ideas in front of them and they still doubled down, they have nothing left to stand on. Whereas if I was mean, it looks like I was petty and they were petty and it meant nothing. But if I throw the ideas out there and I'm sound and I didn't need to be mean, but they come across as an idiot, that's their own fault. They get to walk with that.
I understand. I get it. Abe, did you notice that you just laughed a moment ago when I said that some people are black and they just like the punishment?
I never laugh, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Was that a mean comment, Abe? Was that mean?
No. I thought
No?
that was a factual statement.
I think that's mean. Okay? And it just comes to bring up the point that comedy is important. Sometimes we need to laugh. And maybe they don't laugh because they're going to be at the end of the butt joke for once, but they realize something. They realize that the butt joke is not a good place to be. And maybe they'll learn. But when you use comedy against your friends and everybody has a little bit of a laugh at the same time, is that mean? Yes. It's also great for the community because not only come here for the entertainment value, okay, we also come here to bring forth the best ideas so that all of us can grow and be better.
I agree, Emmet.
Meanness
Comedy
brings
is
betterness.
a positive for the debate sphere.
Yes.
Comedy is a positive for the debate sphere.
And it's based on meanness. Just based on meanness.
Just comedy. You don't need to be mean for comedy, Emmet. And it doesn't have to be serious meanness either. It could just be fun.
Yeah, it can be fun. I mean, I enjoy being mean. It's the funniest
It's not
thing I
really
do when
mean.
it comes to my life.
It's not really mean if it's meant for the fun.
No, it is mean. What are you talking about?
Show me.
You want me to show you how being mean is great for comedy?
Yeah.
Okay. There is one creator in our space. He's kind of new in our space, but he's in our space. His name is Coolvik. I don't know if you ever seen him, but it's one of the greatest shows you can ever watch, especially about 10 p.m. And all he does is make fun and being mean to one idiot. His name right now, his name right now is Brian Shapiro, but the name could change because at one point it was Sarah the Raging Potato. Okay, you know this? Is this mean?
The devil's eyebrows?
Yeah, the dog. You know, it's like this now. Probably like this. It's moving, so we never know. It's like a clock. It tells time. The point of it is being mean has really improved our space. Now we can be mean to stupid leftists like Brian Shapiro, and people love it. They go there in droves. 300 viewers, 500 viewers, all of them watching how Coolvik is mean to this idiot and showcases how stupid he is. So there's the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Comedy, meanness.
It's in the what? It's in the what?
Pudding. The pudding.
The potting?
PODD, whatever.
It's in with the flowers.
Fuck off. You guys are being mean to me, okay, right now? And you know what? I get it. My accent is terrible. But I understand that I'm getting better at it thanks to you. Thanks to all of those comments.
Can you say Animal Crossing for me?
Animal Crossing.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I just thought I was going to say croissant.
No.
What did I say wrong now? Okay, it doesn't matter. Fucking mean people. You know, this is what we want. What we want is them to make fun of me when it comes to my accent, so that I, in turn, okay, can grow better. I can be better. I stop having this stupid Mexican accent and just be more American, because that's what we ought be. Okay.
But what if it hurts your feelings, Emmet?
It does. It hurts my feelings very much. I don't like it when people tell me that I said pudding wrong.
Okay, chat. I want you to take note. I want you to take note, chat. Emmet is lying right now. He has never had feelings in his entire life. So now he's just tricking you. He's trying to use rhetoric to trick you into believing being mean is better. He is incapable of emotional, anything emotional. So,
well, my pearls.
At the bottom of the ocean.
You say I have no feelings.
So
I'm clutching my thrill because that's what I have at hand.
But he doesn't know what mean is because he's never felt it before. He's only ever dished it out.
Can someone without feelings be able to produce this kind of artwork? Okay? I know feelings because in reality, I'm an artist. My point as an artist is to play with feelings, okay? I'm great at that because that is what I learned. But I need to be able to feel them. Not because of empathy, because of sympathy, okay? Because I have an understanding through my own lens, not through yours, through my own lens of how you feel. Thus, I understand feeling. I have feeling. I do. They're just not that important. And when it comes to making you feel better, what makes me feel good is making you feel better. Okay? But that is the thing.
Here's the real linchpin, I would ask, I guess. Is it because it increases your attention through the algorithm?
Yes.
Because how could you make the claim that being mean is positive if it creates negative in the inverse? Like it creates negative emotions in others, then how's that positive?
Because what we're trying to create when it comes to the emotions, you know, emotions are fickle. You feel that now, you grow better, and you don't feel it tomorrow. We think too much about the now, and we don't think about the tomorrow. I want you to feel better tomorrow. after not being a fucking idiot, okay? Because maybe you can stop being that. Maybe you can stop doing, you know, as the saying says, the stupid is what stupid do. Maybe you can stop doing the stupid so you can stop being stupid. And that will make you better and will make you feel better at the end.
Then that's not mean, right?
It's the power of the bully, which has been lost in time, because the bully is a necessary component in our space, in our environment. Most of the time, the bully used to be able to be the one who is like, stop being dumb, right? You stop being dumb, be better.
See,
and that's what we're doing here. We're making you better.
Again, I think that's harsh correction. I don't think that that's being mean. I think being mean is like what you said earlier, that spirit of seeking to go overboard with your words and actions to make them feel distress, right?
Yes.
So the problem with this is you haven't defined what the primary cause for eliciting distress. Just eliciting distress is a positive. So I can elicit any distress that I choose, and that's a positive for the Panoverse in your estimation, in your claim. As long as I produce distress through being mean in the Panoverse or in the debate sphere, I mean, then it's good for the debate sphere. I mean, you know, it's time and
well,
place.
I don't think everybody in the I don't think the Panoverse is necessarily full of lefties. There's some leftists there, obviously. When I go with this kind of fucking lefties, like, for example, Jack Talcott, when he's talking about communism, yes, I do want him to feel distress. I do want him to be like, next time I go into a debate, I'm not gonna be that fucking so. Maybe he'll stop being a commie. Maybe he actually comes to Christ. Maybe he actually goes to the church. Imagine that, okay? And it all started because he felt really bad once, and maybe, okay. Maybe that's what he needed. Maybe I am an instrument of God. Have you ever think about that? Maybe as an instrument of God. And I'm not saying that I am the instrument. I am just being part of the great design so that people can stop being stupid and maybe go to church. Maybe follow Christ. Maybe do what is right. Okay? And maybe the way to do it is by being a little bit mean. It's causing that distress. Because one thing that makes you change, the one thing that will actually make you change is distress. Right?
The one thing that will make you change
the
is
one
distress?
thing that will make you change a little bit of distress, yes.
I think there's other things that can make you change.
For example, what would make you change? So I just got a super chat. It was very fucking hilarious and mean.
Responsibility. I didn't feel distress when children were born, but I changed because a renewed responsibility and a joy for what the future held.
I agree with that, but there was distress, right? You felt stress. It's like, oh, I have to do X, I have to do Y. I need to be able to do X, Y, and Z. You have an idea of towards the future that is trying to make you change. You have this like kind of stress going.
Distress and stress are not exactly the same thing, to be fair.
There's very similar words. Like they come from a
very similar. They're a lot alike. Yeah, they're both.
Can we get?
But
how about can we appeal to the moderator? Moderator, can we get distress and stress from the Merriam-Webster dictionary?
Yes, distress and stress are the definitions you're looking for to confirm?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
One moment, gentlemen. Okay, and I'm going to bring this up on stage. I trust that's fine with everybody.
Yep.
You know what is the great thing about this? Even if I fail, okay? Even if I fail, still win.
Let me know which portion you'd like me to go to.
So stress, constant force influence such as a physical, chemical, emotional factor that causes bodily or mental tension and may be a factor in disease causation, and distress would be
You're satisfied on that extent of the
I
definition? Yeah.
think so, yes. Pain or suffering affecting the body or bodily part or a painful situation. Self-danger, desperate need. So if we take the second, because the first one is not that one.
It's
Pain or
legal.
suffering affecting the body, bodily part, or the mind. And then we go to the other one, we actually see that there's a very high correlation, right? Because one even can cause disease. So there's actually a very high correlation between both of them.
There is correlation, but that's because
Sign to
stress
remove,
itself-
gentlemen.
Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you.
There is definitely correlation because obviously distress is based on stress. However, distress is specifically the pain and suffering caused, whereas stress does not have to be pain and suffering. So that's the difference. When
you
I say
think there's no
I have
there's
stress
no
because
suffering
of
and stress?
something, no, well, there can be stress where it's not suffering. Like there are forms of joy that are not suffering that would count as stress on the human system. So what I'm saying
Can you
is you're
show
saying
me
you
an
want
example
pain.
of that?
I already did. I said when my children were born, I felt stress, but I didn't feel distress. I didn't feel pain and suffering. I felt joy and excitement for the future, right? But it wasn't pain and suffering. And so there is a difference here between distress and stress. And you said that being mean is to cause distress, which is pain and suffering.
Well, of the mental state, right? But okay, fine. I will I will say, hey man, stop being a fucking idiot. You can just grant this one. It's fine. I think there's a category error anyway, because one is again talking about kids. There's a difference there. Family, most of the relationships you have in your life will be mundane. They are transactional, except for marriage. Marriage is an institution that is transcendental, right?
I agree.
It's a
Yeah.
forever thing.
Yep.
So when we're talking about the family is a transcendental endeavor. It's something greater than. Fine, I can agree that one of the exceptions to the rule would be kids. Fine, but that doesn't mean that in general, okay, in the general statement, I'm not correct. In the general statement, distress and stress are pretty similar. They actually cause some kind of suffering or pain in and of themselves, and they both push you towards change. So the family can do that without having that kind of suffering, because it's a transcend. It's like God, right? It's like higher status. Okay, it's a higher thing.
Okay,
I'm not saying that it's God. It has the higher status of what it is.
So say you get a pay raise at work, but they're going to need you to do one extra sheet of work at work per week, but you get a pay raise. Is that distress or is that stress? Did that cause you pain and suffering, or did it just cause a little bit more responsibility? And that's a stress, but not a distress.
Yeah, when you're at work, you mean?
Yeah,
No,
you got a pay raise, so
is.
it's really good. But you only have to do one extra sheet of filling out per week. But now you got a pay raise. There's stress there. Is that
No,
distress?
but that doesn't cause you
Is that pain and
stress.
suffering?
That doesn't count. When was the last time you got a pay raise and you're like, oh my God, I'm so stressed?
I'm saying there's more responsibility.
That is the goal, right? That's usually the goal. It's like you take on more responsibility at work so that you get that pay raise.
My point would be, Emmet, you have made the claim that you want to cause pain and suffering, and that's a positive, rather than saying you wanted to elicit a stress response in people to make them change, and that is positive.
To make them change, and that's okay. Yeah, I do want them to feel that stress. I want them to feel that distress, right? I want them to have that pain and suffering. And I want them to remember it, okay? I want them to feel it, and then I want them to remember. So next time they're about to do something very stupid, they're like, oh. It's like when dad look at you. Do you remember that time when your dad just looked at you with that eye of disappointment? Like, okay? Did you remember that? And you were like, next time I'm gonna do this. You just had that glare in your mind. You're like, yeah, I don't want to disappoint my dad. That's what I want people to feel. It's like, oh, I don't want to be fucking stupid. Oh, okay. And then they don't do it anymore.
You have to matter first. You have to matter to that
You have to
person's
matter.
life. That's what I'm saying. You have to matter to that person's life to elicit certain responses. If you don't matter enough to the moment that you have with that person, then anything you do is just going to make them spurn you. Now,
Well, what I would
you and
say,
me, right?
what I would say,
If what you say matters to me and you cause that reaction in me, then I may look at myself and go, shit, I got to fix something. But if you're already my enemy and you do that, I'm going to go, well, I'm going to fuck that guy over next time.
well, what I would say is the opposite. What I would say is what I normally see is chat, okay? Because people don't take into account how chat affects people, but it does. It affects people. If
Good
you go
time.
to one chat and they're calling you, oh, you're fucking stupid, okay, and everybody's doing that, you're gonna be like, well, and if it kind of fucks with you, right, and you probably don't want to do that again. So there is where we're doing as a content creator, especially in this space, has to do with chat too. And when chat is like agreeing, and we have a place, and they're like, yeah, it's fucking idiot, okay, it's dumb, we need to go after them. That kind of thing actually can affect and can have an impact on people. Would you agree with that?
I would say that there is definitely an effect from chat. Yes, I think that is true, but that would also work in the inverse, right, Emmett? Right. So the leftists start being meaner, and then DGG shows up to your chat, and everybody else, and that's a positive, right?
Well, it would depend, because there's a lot of hate watchers, and the hate watchers might come out for the, they might be in a cave, and then they finally might come out of a fucking cave and be like, "You fucking degenerate! Stop doing that! We're not gonna allow a boy, the one that actually stood up to the fucking Coomer Gremlin, to be attacked on this chat that way. We're gonna go to war." When that happened, I remember when that happened, when we see the debate between Tiny and Rob Nor now, okay, and the DGs are like, Rob uses grog. We're going to their channel like, nah, fuck you, stupid cock, okay? No, Tiny is retarded, okay? And that's what we do. We just move on, and we create these little wars. I want my side to be on my side. I want to go on and tell them how stupid they are, so they can't stop being stupid. And I think, you know what is the coolest part of this all? It's the kindest thing you can actually do. It's actually kinder to be mean to people sometimes than it is just to be so nice. Oh, just be nice. Just be nice. But it's actually kinder to be.
I agree with you. You know that I agree with you with the nice terminology. Like, I don't think nice is the right way. I think there is a level of sternness and seriousness that you should treat people with, but there are lines that when you go above them, depending on who the person is, you've taken a step too far. When it comes to the whole Destiny versus Crucible stuff, I would say the only issue I have with the mean stance, which, like, obviously there's people who can take that stance, right? There are people who have that footing already in place. But it also grew our opposition at the same time, right? It built us, but it also built them. And so, yes, you're saying we do this so that we can stand against the left. Well, the left is also growing from that same action. But I say, in some terms, if you're without reproach, it makes it much harder for the opposition to grow from it. When I've said no harsh word, but I crush their ideas, they don't have some way to go, well, look at this asshole. Look at how wrong he is over here and over here and over here. Instead, it's just, well, shit, he just said exactly what was true and cut down my ideas, but he never said anything that we can turn on him at all. We can't use his own meanness and what he called us against him. We can't, like, there's a certain level where I think that meanness is actually also the same door you're leaving open to be attacked for all the things you have done.
So you would think that I just need to be better next time so that I don't do something stupid in order not to be attacked. Okay?
Well.
And that way, not only I am putting my burden on myself because I need to carry my burden and be better as Christians ought to do. So what you're telling me is that being mean and putting a higher standard on myself is just actually more virtuous? Then I would agree with you. I agree that we have to be virtuous in this space. And sometimes the way to be virtuous is to tell people to stop being fucking retards. And I think we are in agreement 100%, Abe.
But I don't think that's being mean. If you're telling someone to stop doing something stupid or wrong, I don't see that as mean.
Bully style, causing distress, telling them to, they better stop being dumbasses.
So you need to make a spectacle.
Well, we are a spectacle.
You're a spectacle. That's for sure.
We are a spectacle. We are in an arena right now. This is the Coliseum, baby. Okay?
You are a spectacle.
We go like this or like this.
What does that mean, Emmet?
It doesn't mean anything because they didn't do that. But the point is...
I'm glad you know that, though. Because I was... It doesn't mean anything because they didn't do it. Good man. I don't have to call you retarded. Good man.
Exactly. You see? I have a higher standard for myself. But the point is, we decide that they're gonna die or leave, right? We're in the Coliseum right now. The audience is here. They're gonna vote. We're gonna be like, yeah, okay? We're gonna make a spectacle of fucking lefties. We're gonna tell them to shut the fuck up with stupid ideas that have destroyed society for 60 years. And we probably should have told them to shut the fuck up 40 years ago. Especially the commies. Fuck you, commies. Wherever you are, if you're listening to me, fuck you, commies. And anyway, go ahead.
Agreed. No, I agree. I just have to throw out that I completely agree with that. But my issue isn't so much that we want to cast down like degeneracy, immorality, leftism, all feminism, all the bullshit, right? We do want to cast those down. But again, my claim is that there is a time and a place for mean, and I don't think that it's a positive through and through. I think that there are times that we can actually change minds. Most of the time, in my experience, in reality, you can help people change their mind by showing them exactly why they're wrong and how to fix that logical chain that's broken in their mind. Now, in specifically big debates, like for instance, what Andrew Wilson does with leftists like Destiny, it does make sense for him to go a little overboard because he's got tens of thousands of people on his side watching who it's going to soup up, and they're going to then take up the torches. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to go, shit, I want to learn how to debate like that. I want to be able to smash the left like that. Mm-hmm. I don't think that is preferable to most people who are functioning in the debate sphere. I don't think that they can debate at that level. I don't think that they can get away with the same kind of comments and meanness, as you would say, as, say, Andrew Wilson can. I think that it makes a lot of people look really stupid when they do it because they think they're functioning like Andrew Wilson and they look like whoever.
And they don't understand the argument. For example, someone that we know that created an argument called the blind pill, right?
True.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So what I would say to that specifically, or what I'm saying to that specifically is, to those people, what we want is to cast them down and be like, you're fucking stupid too. Don't do that.
But what has that done for us? So far, what has that done for us?
Oh, well, now he's shutting his fucking mouth. That's done for me.
Okay. That didn't grow our side or make positive change.
No, it did, because you know why? Let me tell you something. What happened was I went. He put this into the ethos, and I went and I explained what was the problem with the logical chain, right?
You and I both.
I went through the whole process. I went through the whole process of explaining the logical chain all the way through it, right? And then I had somebody whose name is Moses, and he decided that he really liked that argument for some reason. Okay, and then I had to come to a point in which I came up and I made the same argument, right? I just changed it a little bit,
A little bit.
I put a little bit of sprinkles on it. A tiny bit of sprinkles on it. And he went full feminist in accordance to his own way.
If I'm being
Okay?
fair, those were like shit sprinkles. To be fair, like those were
Those were like extremely good
rough.
rhetorical elements. Okay, it was a great rhetorical element to show him the error of his ways.
I
And
mean,
you
is
know
no
what
one's
hasn't
touching that
happened?
ice cream, Emmet.
Exactly. No one's touching that ice cream. No one's gonna go and be doing the fucking blind pill anymore because they know that if you do it, there's a shit ice cream next to that's coming next to your plate and calling you retarded.
Okay, but
Okay?
what I heard is there's a double down that's happened, and now it's going to other platforms to be argued in stronger ways because of the resistance that occurred here. So does that help?
You cannot fix a stupid, right? Did you have Uncle Tom? Uncle Tom is retarded.
Tell me, is that positive? A renewed search to grow that argument and build an audience?
It is because it is actually positive because now we know who Uncle Tom is, right? Now we know that he's a conspiracy theories red pill guru dumbass. We don't have to follow that kind of shit. We have actual good things that we are. The reason why he's even relevant right now is not because of that argument. It's because he's over there trying to argue with Andrew about how the evidence that was just presented in a courtroom that points towards someone being the alleged killer of another person, and in this case Charlie Kirk, is actually responsible. And he's like, well, but do you know that maybe it isn't them?
So my question again then becomes, what did your meanness accomplish?
Oh, in that case, so in this case specifically, it's like my audience know that he's dumb. My audience know that there's no possibility. Like when they listen to these kind of arguments, they know how to repulse them, and they also know that's fucking retarded and stupid, and they can go over there and be like, "Yeah, this is stupid," and we have actual reasons why, and we're gonna shame you into not doing that kind of dumb shit.
Did that require meanness?
Yes.
Or did it just
shame
requires
meanness?
No, I mean them. Your chat, had you not broken down the logical chain, there are people that may not have realized what that logical chain was, right? Unless they can all debate at your level already.
Is the three things, right? Because a lot of people don't put attention into the pathos. So it's the ethos, it's the logos, no, it's the ethos, the logos, the pathos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I just like it in order.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time it's like we stay at the logos, so we go to the ethos, but we forget about the pathos. Okay? In this case, shaming is required. You want to shame people that are doing things wrong so that they stop. You want to shame them into stopping. Okay? When a whore is out there and it's like, yes, you're gonna go on and tell her, bitch, stop doing that.
Right, but
okay?
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That isn't mean then, is it? You can't claim that it's mean if the correction creates a better outcome. It's
causing distress.
It causes pain and suffering, or it causes stress, which is a change in like mental attitude.
No, it causes suffering most of the time. Like,
how?
I know you know this, okay? But having there's this thing. It's called it's when your thoughts don't match reality. I don't remember the term right now on top of my head. No. It literally means your thoughts don't match with their reality.
Okay.
And it causes distress, it causes pain, it's suffering. Like it really causes people to suffer when they realize that their worldview is wrong. It's like really bad for some people. In fact, if you talk to a lot of atheists, they will tell you, I was suffering from a crisis of faith.
Yeah, it requires ego death to make the change.
Yeah. So that is a lot of suffering, and when you shame people, that's a lot of suffering for them because their thoughts, what they thought it was great idea doesn't match reality, so
believe-
they're having they have to deal with the suffering.
You believe you can elicit the response of shame within a human being, or do you think that you are creating social ostracization through your meanness, which forces them to change? Because shame internally is different than shame externally.
I see it as a Christian should see it, right? If you do something stupid, I'm gonna call you out on you doing something stupid. But if you say, "Yeah, I was fucking dumb," yeah, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, come, bro.
Then how's that
You're
mean?
back in line. You're back in line with me."
How is
Why? Because you
correction
called
mean?
him a fucking retard at the beginning. Okay, you caused him a lot of pain. He was like, "I'm not a retard." He's like, "Yes, you are." Okay, you put them through the process of shame. He went through the process of grief. He went through the 5 full stages. I don't remember the stages off the top of my head right now, but it's like the acceptance of death. Okay, he went through the whole stages until finally he was like, "Okay, fine, I accept that I fucked up," and it's like, "Okay, fine, come back. You are welcome back into the fold." That is the thing that you do. But at the beginning, you're fucking mean. You're telling him how stupid he is. You're making fun of it at the same time. Like, "You're fucking stupid," and then you laugh. "Ha ha! Fucking stupid idiot! Ha ha ha! Dumbass!"
And that makes sense. That makes sense in like your personal life with friends. But on the internet, it doesn't work that way so much. Because they can just go find another group. And they can go peddle their shit
they
somewhere
can.
else.
But
They often do.
then you don't deserve to be on my channel. You don't deserve to be part of my chat.
Right.
You don't deserve to be part of the people who are going to take the future.
That's fine.
What we're gonna be doing as a band of brothers that we are, we're gonna be looking towards the future.
But is Emmet's channel the whole of the debate sphere?
We're gonna destroy. No,
Or is it a broader thing?
that is the good thing about this. It's not the whole of it, but you can be part of it. You can be
Okay,
part of it.
commercial.
Okay,
Calm
we
down.
want you in my channel. So come
I
up,
want you.
sub up,
I
and be
want you.
part of my channel. We want you. Learn, my course, because everybody on the internet will start a course certification. My course is how to be mean. Become part of the mini
Oh,
squad.
I thought you were saying my curse is how to be mean.
No,
not course. I get
my
it now.
course. What we're gonna be selling, we're gonna be selling it at $99.99. It's gonna be available soon. It's gonna be a how to be mean course certification just for you.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can. What can't I? What the fuck do you mean I can't do that?
Emmett, you can't do that because I already sell you, okay? You can't sell a course if I'm already selling you.
What the fuck do you mean I can't do that?
Look, you can't sell a course on how to be mean when you've already been enslaved and you have to be a punching bag for people.
I'm not enslaved. You free them. Not my people, the blacks, but thanks to that, we still have like freedom and shit.
Disavow.
He saved Lincoln. What is that disavow of this?
You just disavowed the
Learn
freedom of this
this is
slave.
a moment. This is a good moment to profess what I believe. AVG, learn fucking English. Learn fucking history, okay? Learn he's fucking Abe Lincoln. What did he do? He freed the slaves.
I thought you said that
blacks.
the blacks should be enslaved, and then I said disavow.
He said he freed
No.
the slaves. He
Okay,
said he
never
freed
mind.
the slaves,
My
and
bad.
she's like, I disavow.
Disavow. Okay, that was based out of AVG all of a sudden.
I know.
I mean,
was
I'm like,
Damn.
Damn, that's pretty
Oh.
bold. It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
I'm sorry.
This is the way.
I thought, because it's hard to understand Emmet sometimes. I thought he was arguing for.
Oh, now you need a fucking translator too. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes.
I'm just gonna shut up now.
It's a language barrier, Emmett. It's a
Language barrier. Somebody get Dan out of here. He needs to translate the fucking debate now.
Holy cow. That was amazing. You see that? She was not mean, and that was very comedy filled, okay?
I was mean. That's a comedy. Yeah, I told her to learn fucking history. How dare she be like, I disavow the okay, well, I understand why now. It was a mistake in all things considered, but at the time it's like, if we're gonna be nice, we're supposed to be like pro that, right?
Pro what?
The freedom of the people, against the slavery.
How does that mean?
No, that would be the nice position.
No, I mean, how does the opposition mean?
The opposition?
Mm-hmm.
You mean the enslavement of the black people?
Yeah.
How is enslavement mean? Is that what you're asking me? Just want to be sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, based out of you, Abe. Because I'm not nice. In fact, I want a little bit more of that, in which some people may have responsibility. Some people need to be taking responsibility for others because they cannot take responsibility for themselves. And it's being shown, especially in the inner cities, okay? So maybe what we need is just people to pick cotton. Have families. Be well, instead of becoming serfs of the state that live in shitholes. Okay.
Wouldn't you agree that?
So I agree. I agree with you.
Don't you agree that sometimes people have to be made to do the things that need done?
Made to do things that need to be done. Wouldn't that be mean? When it comes to the cult of niceness.
I'm just asking you. Is that true? Sometimes people have to be made to do what needs done.
I think people need to be made to do things. Yes.
Okay. So if it needs to be done, and they must be made to make that happen, how is it mean?
Yes. Because it's done through causing distress, right? If you're poor and you don't have any way of, doing anything except going to fucking work because that's what you have to do.
Distress, or did their own mental psyche cause them to distress? Which one? Can you cause distress, or does
I can cause distress?
Of the
yes.
Person
No, you can cause distress. I believe that you can cause distress, yes. Especially to people who care for you and that you care for. And if you're in a debate space and people kind of respect you, and then you realize that you're talking to different people, and you tell them, hey, you're fucking stupid, stop doing that, they might actually take you seriously. Can you imagine, Abe, if you go to, I don't know, one of your debate opponents who you have a good rapport with, Chris the Strange, right? And Chris comes to you and tells you, I have this great argument, Abe. And he tells you the argument, you say, yeah, fuck, that's fucking stupid. What do you think his response would be? You think it would be a little bit of distress on his end?
I think it would depend, but it's possible.
You don't think he would have some distress?
I don't think
he would tell you why it's a fucking stupid argument. He'll be like, I don't know. You don't think your word matters that much?
No.
Oh, Mr. President, now you don't matter? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, no one really matters.
Oh, no. Right? Oh, now one matters. Oh, Mr. President, no one matters. Are we going full nihilist on this?
No, but I'm saying I don't know that I don't know that my opinion matters that much. It depends on the argument too, right? If it was an argument that he felt was good and it was decent, and I said that, he might be like, yeah, I think you're just stupid. But he might double down. It depends on how passionate you are about the topic that you're bringing forward, right? Because if you brought me something and you're not that passionate about it, and it's an argument, and I see a logical flaw, and I'm like, that's stupid, you shouldn't argue that, you're going to be like, wait, let me re-examine it, and then you'll be like, oh, I did miss that. But if it was,
you know how I am, Abe.
If you felt it was completely consistent and a strong argument, and I told you it was stupid, you're going to double down on that argument, and then you're going to come back and call me stupid, rather than say, maybe I need to rework this.
Okay, so you know how I am. I'm very passionate sometimes. I go on and I'm like, So let's say that I go to you and I'm like, hey, Abe, I got the blind pill argument. Yes, it's going to be great, Abe. And you tell me, you fucking stupid. And I go like, oh, okay. You think that didn't cause distress on me?
Well, yeah, in that case, it would.
Okay. Let's say that.
But what if you're
That-
incapable of
do you
feeling
think-
distress
do you
because of
think-
my words?
Well, my name is not Marte, okay? Don't worry about it. I can't feel distress because I can't feel things.
Are
So-
you melanated?
Tiny bit.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
You look white.
Some melanin.
I'm just checking.
Today I look more melaninated than you. I can tell you that much.
It's because of that light, and this room is dark. But people have never
It's
seen
because
my
the
real
light.
skin color. Actually,
No, you are paper white, so don't worry about you. Okay, we understand.
you are ghost.
In
white.
fact, we can see all the red on your cheeks thanks to that. It's just blood. It's fine. It's been almost covered by the blind lenses that you have on. It's
On that note, I actually want to say thank you to AVG for intentionally self-blinding for virtue's sake. It was very good of you to do. It was very good of you.
yeah. Now stop doing it. It's fucking stupid. It's not related to virtue. Okay, just let you know.
Okay, so do you have anything else to ask me? I think
well,
meanness.
To be
is-
honest, I was thinking about it right now, and I was just gonna go full Jay Dyer and call this stupid and leave. But I'm gonna disagree with myself on that, just because this is a great comedy sketch, and we can continue doing it.
I think
Okay,
you
and I wanna
banger
keep on
closing too,
attacking.
right?
I have a. They're stupid.
this
This stupid bitch.
Do you have a 7-pack? This stupid.
You only wanted to be a stupid bitch. So, yes, I would like to ask you, Abe. Let's say that are you willing to cause emotional distress on some people so that they can be better?
Of course.
So why are you against being mean? Being mean is causing emotional, especially in this space. Like, what are you gonna do to them? I'm not talking about actual actions that I think are immoral. Okay, we're talking about being moral and holding them to not be fucking stupid. Like, why wouldn't you use meanness so that people can be better?
Well, I would say that I think there's a time and a place, like I said, to be mean.
Mhm.
And to correct action, sometimes being mean makes sense. However,
Okay.
in a debate, I am not there to correct your behavior. I'm there to cast down your ideas. I'm there to prove you wrong and me correct. And I'm to get the chat of both me and whoever I'm debating to agree with me over that person. And I think it's more effective to communicate clearly my ideas, to make the other person's ideas look as stupid as possible without ever having to call that person stupid. And
Can you
I think
do that
since-
and also call them retarded?
I'm sure you could, and I've seen it happen. And sometimes it's effectual, and sometimes it falls flat on its face. It depends. Like, for instance, I think if you have the right stage presence and you have the right logistic or logical capabilities and rhetorical capabilities, it may go well. But if you do not, then I think that it's probably harmful to your debate style or your ideas. So I think that's why I say that I don't think it's an overall positive. I think it's very personal. I think each person is going to exhibit different behaviors that will benefit their debate style depending on who they are and who they're debating.
Yeah, but can you, like, let's say that you realize, because the evidence is overwhelming. We have the greatest debaters of our generation right now, and they're a little bit mean. A little bit mean. So I would say that the evidence is overwhelming that being clear with your arguments and also call the other people fucking stupid. It's a positive, especially for the people watching. Why wouldn't you, in fact, use all of the tools at your disposal so that you can be the most effective person?
Because I don't think that's what makes the debate effective. I think that's what makes entertainment fun.
So you would say that the people who are like the greatest debaters right now, who have mastered their craft in being a debater, are not effective because they are also mean?
No, I didn't say they're not effective. I just didn't say it was positive.
Are you thinking that entertainment is not positive then? Is entertainment
Not
negative?
not all entertainment is positive, Emmett.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying all entertainment, but you
I mean,
you correlated.
you just kind of
you correlated.
that.
No, you correlated entertainment with negative. So you're saying all entertainment is negative.
No, I'm saying
you made a claim that all of it.
meanness can be entertaining, and then you correlated entertainment to negativity.
No, you said that it was a negative in the debate space. That's what you said a moment ago. You said
no, I said
because it's entertainment,
positive.
but it's negative.
Not
yeah,
a positive
mean
does not mean a negative.
Okay,
it could be.
Let me do the logic. Let me do the logical train real quick. You said meanness can be entertaining. So meanness, entertainment. Okay, it leads to entertainment. And then you said meanness is a negative in the space. So meanness is a negative. Ergo, entertainment is a negative in the debate space.
I don't believe I said
so. It's entertainment
is a negative, and I also didn't correlate them one to one. I didn't say meanness is entertainment, and meanness is.
It leads to entertainment, right?
I said it can be a part, or it can lead to entertainment. Yes,
it can lead to entertainment. Okay,
it can.
If you are
earlier, it can be comedy, which is not. For
and
the
then meanness. But meanness will be a negative in the debate space, right? It's negative.
No, I said it could be neutral. It could be negative, it could be neutral. But in cases like Andrew Wilson,
but it's not positive.
We've seen him be mean, it has been positive in some instances. But that doesn't make it an overall positive for the space. One man utilizing it
can be positive
for the whole of the space.
So it can be positive, it can be neutral, and it can be negative. Well, what I'm saying is that it's more positive. It is absolutely more positive. What have you seen when it comes to someone being mean, especially in the debate sphere, that you will say, "Oh, that is so bad. That is so negative."
Leftists.
What is the thing?
Leftists.
But they're bad on their own.
Well,
even when they're nice.
Negative when.
Fuck you, commies.
If they come into the space, Emmet, and they're say Destiny comes into the space and he debates, say Marte, and he say he's mean the whole time and he thrashes him, right? Is that good or bad for the debate space?
That he trashes the
conservative.
That Destiny trashes Marte?
The conservative that's in the space that is standing against abortion, that is standing against all of these things.
Yeah. It would be positive. It would be negative for our space, right? It would be negative that he got trashed.
Right.
Because we want to, yeah.
And then there's a possibility of people flipping, especially people that are close to the middle ground.
And that was the problem. The problem was that they would do that and we would be like, "Whoa, we have a higher ground. We can't do it." Until we finally decided, you know what? Fuck them. And we literally went on and be like, "Hey, Destiny, you're fucking Coomer Gremlin. Stop it. How about you stop being a Coomer Gremlin?"
Then you can't possibly make the claim that it's inherently positive. The only claim you could make is it can be anything. It could be positive. It could be neutral. Or it could be negative.
It is inherently positive because in the past we said it was negative to do it. It was bad. Don't do it because you're gonna be mean. And in reality, when we were like, all of the pearl clutching Christians, whoever it is that the pearl clutching Christians are, David, you're probably gonna say that we're gonna go into closing, right?
We've got about 1 minute and 50 seconds left.
So, yeah, what I'm saying is quite literally that that it was seen as something. It was done for something evil. It was like something bad that people do. And what the left did is they went on with being mean, and they took the mean persona and they took all of the counterculture. Thanks to that, instead of just being like, "Oh, fuck you, we're not gonna deal with this. How about you shut the fuck up, fucking Comer Gremlin." And when we finally started being mean, when we actually took it as a positive, is when we actually were able to fight back against them. Now we have people who are actually good at fighting back against them because, we understand that the pathos is also important in debate. Would you disagree with that, Abe?
No, I think all three aspects of the tele are important in debate.
There you go.
But I don't
So,
think that
what we want
inherently
is to
makes.
we want
I
to
don't think
take
that
those
inherently
emotions,
means that meanness is the positive aspect.
but we want to take those emotions. Okay, we want to take those emotions just against those fucking leftists. Okay, and against those fucking stupid people. So maybe they will stop. We're gonna shame them into submission because that's what we
Let me
all
ask you
do.
this: can you elicit the same shame response without being mean, Emmett?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. There's no okay.
No, you
It
can't.
it seems stupid to me to say that because I could show people the mistakes and
oh
the
well.
death and destruction that they've caused without being mean,
You can
and
say
have them realize, oh shoot, millions have died because of my stupidity, and I
oh
didn't have
no,
to be
you
mean
can't
for
do
it.
it. Millions have died. Millions have died. What? Millions have died.
All right, that's time, gentlemen. So now we're going to move into closing statements. Obviously, Emmett went first last time, so Emmett will go last this time. Abe, you can start us off with closings whenever you're ready.
Oh shoot. Well, in my estimation, it seems that Emmett has created this broad umbrella that he calls meanness or being mean. I don't see what he's saying as mean. Most of what I see him saying is that when people do things they shouldn't do, you should correct it. Now, the strength in how you correct it, maybe there's lines that go over the top. When I think of meanness, I usually think of unwarranted rudeness or name calling or things to get an effect just because, not because you're correcting them. Now, if I was to say that I entered a debate and I insulted someone right off the bat, didn't even know their ideas or what they were doing or why, and I just insult them, well, that's being mean. If somebody makes a stupid argument to me and I attack that argument because it is stupid and I call it out as stupid, that doesn't qualify as mean. Even calling someone's actions or beliefs stupid, regardless of what language you use, doesn't make it mean. I think the meanness line is when you overstep a boundary of, say, something like a personal attack or, and again, I'm not saying that a personal attack is not ever warranted, because there are absolutely times where a personal attack verbally is warranted. If somebody is standing for the taking of babies' lives in the womb, I think that there is a time in that point where there is no meanness in claiming they are a schmurderer, right? So that isn't mean, it's truth. And so I think when we ascribe meanness as anything that is corrective in measure or harsh in language, I think we are doing ourselves a disservice. I think that those things shouldn't even be qualified as mean. I think mean should be beyond that. I think that we should be able to call out stupidity, use profanity if needed, and I don't think any of that falls within the meaning of mean. I think mean goes beyond the need or intent of calling out bad, immoral, degenerative behavior. I think those things are within the realm of just doing right. And I can even agree with Emmet that there's a kindness in using harsh language, calling out bad behavior and degeneracy and immorality. I think all of those things don't fall within the mean category. I think they fall into correction, and I think it's right to do. And that's it.
Thank you, Abe. And Emmett, whenever you're ready, sir, please proceed.
Yeah, I want to start with 5 seconds of silence for the millions of lives that have been lost to meanness. And whenever I listen to arguments like this, okay, it's like, oh yeah, well, think of all of the lives lost. No lives have been lost to a person being called an idiot, okay? Yeah, I understand that some people are like very sensitive. They're usually women, by the way. And most of the time, when you're in a panel with a woman, unless she goes overboard and starts being dumb, most of the people will not even say anything mean to them, right? The gentler sex for a reason, as people would say. This was all a bunch of, oh, you can't just be nice, you could just be better. Okay, it's the same thing that the pearl clutching Christians, okay, the sewing circle moms that go around every Saturday and they just get together and start telling about how good their husbands and kids are and how polite they've been during the week. When the husband is in work, dealing with power lines and say, fuck this shit, when he needs to actually release some steam, because we have emotions. We are not. One of the great things of us is that we are not just robots. And the way that we conservatives use emotion is through shame. We're going to shame you. Yes. In fact, we ought to shame you. If you're a fucking commie, okay, we're going to tell you, stop being a fucking commie, you fucking commie. Okay, if you're a degenerate, we're going to tell you, stop being a fucking degenerate, you degenerate, a scum, goomer gremlin. I'm going to make fun of you at the same time. We're going to cause you distress because we want you to be better. Because it's not about how nice, how good things sound. It's about your soul. It's about thinking about your soul, making it better, thinking about the future. Just as the million of people who have died that Abe just made the fuck up, because that doesn't happen. Okay? Not in the millions, at least. Not for that reason. I remember the last time I was on the panel, I was like, oh, this panel went this way. I'm just gonna have a heart attack right now. I don't remember that ever happening. Just made it the fuck up. So, when we're talking about this, like, he even agrees with me. Yes, it's for the better of you. We're doing it for you. It's for the betterment. So, the last statement in this whole debate is gonna go like this. Make bullies great again. Bring back shame. Be better. Okay? Chat. Sub to me because you are better. Right? Also, the base statement of ABG. Great base statement. Disavow. I disavow as well. Thank you so much. Have a great time.
Thank you, Emmet. Thank you, Abe.
Amazing.
I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you so much for both coming up here and debating. It is my intention to move forward with a open panel. If you can stay for that, amazing.
Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. To those of you interested in the open panel, the link is pinned. Gentlemen, if you'd like to take a moment, use the lavatory and perhaps get a cold beverage, I leave that up to you. I will be going through some super chats, and in the interval, we're just waiting for people to filter in. Okay.
Sounds good. I'm gonna be going through some super chats myself. So
all right,
I'm gonna
mute yourself and you're good to go.
I'm gonna mute myself. Yeah.
All right. First up to the super chat putting grounds, we have Dark Side Deaconess with the big 5. Let's get this party started. Yeah, thank you so much, Top Biatch. World Radio with the big 5. 3 whiteys on panel. And AVG has the vampiest complexion amongst them all. True, and I am undefeated. Thank you, sir. John Mondragon with the big 10. Never let this guy, I'm assuming he means Emmet, say mean again. LOL, I don't think I can do that with your $10. I think it's going to take a bit more money. Thank you for the donation, sir. World Radio with the big 5. Slippery slope fallacy. It's obviously referring to something that occurred during the debate. Thank you, sir. World Radio with another 10. Missing mod, good eye. Now let's get AVG some Chanel earrings too. LOL, I do have a couple of those. Thank you for giving me $10 towards my fund to buy more, sir. You rock. How long Nate has been a member for 1 month. Just pointing that out. 07, thank you for your support, sir. You rock. Dark Side gifted a membership. And Crucible Crusader became a member as a result. Thank you very much, Top Biatch. How long Nate with the big 5. I'm trying to sleep and 3 of my faves are streaming together. 3 chats to support. Busier than a one-armed bar wench tonight. Good analogy. Thank you for your dono. World Radio with the big 10. Abe just said there is a time and place for meanness, which means it's appropriate. That's a good thing. He just conceded the debate. Huh. Interesting thought. Mrs. D would like to point out she's been a member for a month. Go fuck yourself, chat. Go fuck yourself, Emmet. Go fuck yourself, AVG. Hi, Abe. Mean D. Thank you for your membership. Kokomo with the big 5. AVG is the meanest of them all. Shh. Thank you for your donation. John Mondragon. I made him quit over a panel over a super chat. He knows what pain is. LOL, referring to Emmet. Thank you, sir. Jess says being mean is subjective. One person will think it's funny and another will be offended. Not wanting to be mean or offensive is pro-censorship and pro-hate speech. It's a slippery slope. Well said. Jess White with another 5. Plus, truth is sometimes brutal, harsh, or mean, but it's still better to be honest than to worry about not being offensive or mean. Very true.
That none of that.
World Radio Big 10. Question: did Abe bring enough Cheez-Its for the rest of us? Probably not. Thank you for your $10. Leah Bobia has been a member for 1 month. Hello, based friends. ABG, Emmet, and Abe. Waving sign. Thank you, ma'am. World Radio with the big 5 memberships. Amazing support. Thank you so much. Caleb became a member. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your patronage.
I don't think any
Pharmacat
of
with the big 5.
as mean.
Thank you for hosting. Happy to do it. Happy to be back. Thank you, ma'am.
Mean is
World Radio with the big 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a mean super chat war.
actually
Meanest super chat gets highlighted by ABG during comment section.
Just
LOL.
like
Emmet didn't chop
causing
Abe's
them
cherry.
actual harm.
Tree. He split it. LOL. That joke went above my head. Sorry, when I laugh, sometimes I also cough. That's my current predicament. World Radio with another 10. Everyone profess their love for the Dutch and what they brought to the world. I'm a quarter Dutch. Jess says with the big 10, appealing to feelings in a debate isn't a good thing. A debate should be based on truth regardless of feelings, including if someone thinks you're being mean. That concludes the super chat readings. Thank you so much for your support. You all rock. You're amazing. And I'm so happy to be back with you. I can't wait till I get all of my voice back.
Which I agree with.
Welcome to the show. Ava
you
Wright.
Big fat-hatted bastard with all those feelings. How dare you?
That's a lot to open.
You're just too soft, aren't you?
The truth is, I don't think any of it's mean.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that you just don't understand what being mean is.
I think if you're being mean, it would be something real, something more. Like there has to be some actual harm involved for it to be mean. Like
No, that's called harm, or else we call it harm. Being mean is intentionally insulting on purpose, like that big stupid hat.
it just doesn't mean anything.
Stupid. The stupid hat.
Yeah, stupid hat
Stupid.
Stupid hat.
So stupid.
with the stripe,
Red stripe.
without bringing Cheez-Its.
Look.
And
There's not
even
enough
during the
Cheez-Its?
debate.
Yeah, that's
What the
right.
fuck were you doing?
With the stupid
Listen,
hat.
There's not enough Cheez-Its on Earth for the rest of you to have any. First of all.
Hey, we got him a lot for words. He's like, no, stop being mean to me. Please
He's
stop
feeling
it.
the meanness right now.
It doesn't feel mean to me. Like I think that correction is warranted.
Oh, it just doesn't feel mean to you.
No, even if you have harsh language, it just it's correction. Now, just because I don't do it the same way that you do it doesn't mean anything. But I also haven't ever like made somebody
Hey John.
What's up?
Since you wanna bring up your stupid super chat, you wanna talk about that?
Oh,
Was Abe done?
Oh,
Was Abe
shit.
done?
What?
Yeah.
Didn't you just super chat a moment ago? You dumb cunt.
I'm gonna. Wow. Okay, let's bring back up the
Oh,
super chat.
what? Are you like are you having trouble following?
No, I understand, but like,
Then do you want to talk about that finally or not?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, fine. Because I remember correctly, you went on, right next to it and be like, "Oh yeah, I apologize to you if you feel bad about it, don't you?"
Yeah, I did.
Why the fuck do that if you don't mean it? Why the fuck do it if you don't mean it? Just own it, bitch.
Bring it back up.
Do you not like being?
Just
Do
own it, bitch.
you not like having meetings around? Yeah,
Listen,
I didn't. You want to
I
be my
didn't
friend Jack of Blades?
Hey, idiot! I didn't brought it up. You did.
When
you super chatted, dumb cunt. When? Was it you that
you brought it up the other day? When I was in
Dude,
the chat, you're like,
dude, did you have trouble like typing? Did you have trouble typing on your fucking phone that you don't understand what the fuck you did? Did you know what you did or not? Are you too dumb to understand what you did?
I think you froze him.
Yeah, I think he's
California
having
boy.
trouble
Over
with his fucking
here.
brain.
Does he speak English? Did you hop the border?
Okay.
Is that why you have a
Listen,
California shirt? Are you trying to fit in?
I believe that.
Gentlemen, let's let John respond and also let me
You,
take a
you
band
living in the
off.
IE? Is that what it is? You hiding in? You trying to blend in? You trying to blend in, amigo?
Huh?
Okay, so what was it yesterday when I was in your chat earlier? You were like, you were the one that said this inside of the on the you're referring to the super chat.
Yeah, he's on
so
the
I
panel.
asked you, why are you bringing that up? And then
you didn't say anything. Yeah, I literally asked you a question and you didn't even answer in chat and you left. So that's fine. Did I make you rage quit my chat? No. Did you rage quit my chat? Did you feel attacked by me bringing it up on my stream, John Mondragon? I'm so sorry, John Mondragon, that you feel attacked. I'm so sorry for your feelings, John.
See,
really sorry about your fucking feelings.
Very positive.
Is this? Yeah,
it is very positive because maybe he will. Maybe next time he fucking understands what he's doing when he's sending a super chat and he types correctly. And then when I call him out on that, he won't be like, I don't know what I did. I don't understand what I did. A moment ago, right? A moment ago when I said when you said who brought it up. Remember that?
And then what did I say after that? Did you at all listen to my rebuttal to that?
Your rebuttal was you said something to me on your stream. Is this my stream right now? Are we like in that stream? Is this a different stream? Was this a different complete thing? Who brought it up in this stream? Who brought it up in this stream, John?
Okay, let's let John repeat because I think something's being lost here, and then answer Emmett's question, please, John.
Okay, so the other day on your stream, I made a remark on something, and then you brought that super chat back up. It was after I already apologized, and you said you were cool with it, dude. Like, it's no problem, dude. I understand how bros talk and all that. And then you brought it up, and I was like, dude. Then I replied right back. I said, why are you bringing that up, dude? You just bring
when I brought it up, I asked you a question, and you never answered that. You weren't there anymore anyway.
What was the question?
Oh, I'm confused exactly because the next day Avery's the next day Avery's and
but Avery's has nothing to do with this.
Listen to the answer, dum. Okay, fucking dumb. You shut your fucking mouth when I'm answering your question, okay? Yeah. So the next day, Avery's and Jake Var went on grids, and we're talking about how bad conservatives look when a stupid whore has her teeth out. And I ask you, well, do we care about optics or not, John? Do we care about optics?
What did I say?
You didn't answer, dumb.
I did, and you said I'm glad we did. We do agree on optics.
Oh, we do agree on optics. Oh, we do?
Yeah, so what was my reply?
Now we do agree on optics, you fucking stupid bitch. So that day we didn't agree on optics, but the next day we do. Oh, good one. You good one, bitch.
Sour little boy.
Well done, little cunt. I'm sour, that's fine. That's okay. I can do whatever fuck I want, John.
Show me your little figures. Show me those figures.
No, I won't show you shit. You're too broke to have them anyway, bitch. You're too broke to have them, bitch.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
What do you think they cost? Like $6 or what? Fucking idiot.
I would not know.
I would not
know, and I would not care. The one you're asking for them, you dumb cunt.
No, I said go back to doing it.
Why are you asking for them, you dumb cunt? Show me, you stupid idiot. What did you say? You don't even know what you say. It's too stupid. It's like the same thing. Oh, you're too dumb because you care about how we look. And the next day, oh yes, we care about what we look. We really care about what we look like. Oh yes, bro. Conservatives for the win. Fucking stupid retard.
I have a real question. I have a real question.
Yeah, show.
Did you grow up getting bullied, or did you bully other people?
What has to do with? Why do you want to know about my life? I'm not gonna be your fucking boyfriend, John. You don't get to know about my fucking life, idiot. I'm on the internet. And I came here to scream at retards like you. I don't come here to make friends. Yeah, you don't get to know that.
Fine.
You don't get to know my life. Why the fuck would you care about my life?
Well, because you just had a whole debate.
It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck about that. The debate has to do with me. What's the debate? What is Emmet's life like? Was that the debate?
Well, I'm just wondering because you're very.
Oh,
bad
you're
at
wondering.
voting.
Well, wonder harder about my life. What a fucking weirdo.
I was asking.
What was the
pertaining to the
relevancy,
debate.
John? Do you want to explain why you asked that?
Yes. So according to him, being mean is a necessity for debate. Like you have to. You have to do it. You have to do it. When obviously it's really not. It's not a necessity. It helps out in some situations.
It's a positive, idiot.
But-
That's what it means. What is the prompt? Can you read it? You know how to read?
Do you just want to stop, dude?
Do you know how to read?
And then
John, did you have like a problem? Did you have problems in school? Like, were you bullied because you couldn't read? Is that what you're projecting on me?
No, actually, I was the one who couldn't read, but I was the biggest in all school.
So you were the meanest. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would people
biggest.
like you. I would just
I would
sorry.
just
I would force you to do my homework. That's how I got to college, and that's how I played college D1 baseball.
Sure. So,
Okay.
are you still having trouble reading? Is that what you're telling me?
I do, yes.
Yeah,
And
okay. I understand why you're
hard for me
having
to
trouble understanding the prompt.
Did
Yeah,
you
maybe
know-
stop being a fucking idiot.
It wasn't about the prompt. It was about your
Yeah,
argument.
you probably should stop. Well, what do you think the arguments are about?
Well, that's what I was trying to get to, but you just like.
What do you think the
John,
arguments
you
are
dumb?
about?
Do you know how to read, John? Hey,
Can
John,
you
do know how
answer
to
the
read?
question? Like, what do you think the arguments are about?
Why is he like? Why are you so defensive, dude? Like, why won't you just let me?
No, I'm not
get
defensive.
across
I'm
what I-
attacking your intelligence, you dumb cunt. Okay, I'm calling you retarded because I think you are retarded. Do you understand that?
At least I'm prettier than your fat fuck.
So what? Oh my god, I'm prettier. Yeah, flower, you fucking fairy. And that, by the way, fairy
you
means
look more
something
like
different.
a Sauron orc, and he looks more like Gimli. I'd rather have a dwarf than an orc.
I just can't get over how he was like saying, he went to college to play with big sticks and fondle balls and like to act like that was a dog.
Yeah.
Do you like playing with sticks and balls?
I was on the D2 Quidditch team.
Yeah. Play for University of Las Vegas. And guess what? It would be better for you because you don't know this about me, which is fine. I can tell things about my life. I know you're insecure about with your little.
You don't have to know anything about me. Why would I be
egghead.
divulging?
But
What would be divulging my life to you? You're not. You don't have anything to do with me.
What jokes do you got now? What jokes? Come on, let's hear the jokes.
Well, you're catching balls, right? You catch them
Yeah, I
all.
was catching balls.
Yeah. You catch
Catching
all the
balls.
balls.
Catching
You like all the
balls and
balls.
tagging boys.
Yeah,
and tagging
you were
boys.
getting all the. You were getting all the balls down your throat.
Flip
That's
it,
right.
we got him, boys.
We got him.
We got him, boys. We got him.
Oh.
Yeah, literally. You're like, oh yeah, I'm catching all
Shit
the
is-
balls and gargling on
Shit.
them.
It's too clippable
Yeah.
for anybody's good.
I'm the first Orthodox raging homosexual. Yeah.
I don't think you're
Give me that
Orthodox.
James hat.
I don't think they allow
You're
that,
fucking
bud.
Orthodox.
I don't think that's the way to go. You should probably, if you are, you should probably talk to a
Alright.
priest about that.
Here's how we do this. We have an Orthodox icon off. All right. Whoever has the most icons in the house is the most Orthodox. All right. That's how we do it. Everybody gather up the icons. Gather
Why do I
them
feel
all
like-
up.
Why do I feel like you have the most? And that's why we're playing this game.
I can neither
Michael.
confirm nor deny how many icons
icon
Are we
off.
doing this? Are we doing this right now?
We can do the icon off. Everybody grab them. Pull them off the wall.
Is this for real? For real?
No, fuck, I'm not pulling them
No.
off the wall.
You guys are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, but according to your argument, like seriously, Emmett, according to your argument that being mean has to be a part of the debate.
Has to? That was my argument. It has to.
Yes, you said it's necessary for debate, like in all cases.
It's a good.
But you said it's necessary for all cases, right?
Yeah, it's necessary because once you prove that their argument is shameful, it must be shamed because it was wrong.
Like, yeah, but I don't.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't consider that to be meanness. Like.
What do you mean? I have to shame someone with pure prejudice. No, not just proving it. Once I've proven it wrong, now I need to dog walk over theirs and tell them how ridiculous they are.
That's not
and how retarded they are. Yeah, you need to call them how retarded they are. You need to dig in and call them retarded. How's that not being mean?
Be there and be like, you're fucking stupid and retarded.
Are you saying that calling someone a retard isn't mean?
What standards? What standards?
I would consider to the normal American standard. If I went and called someone a retard, they would consider that. I'd consider most Americans would say the word mean. Would you like to say if you want here? If you want to go out of your way, and you want, listen, if you want to go out of your way, like Howard Moskowitz, or like, listen, if you want to go out, all right, if you want to go out of your way, like Howard Moskowitz or like Malcolm Gladwell, and go take a poll, like an American poll, and go poll America, and then come back with the stats, I'll be good. If you can get 1,000 people from every state, we'll call it even. I'll get good. I'll be good. We can whatever stats you get from that, I'll just consider that the stats.
Just a second,
not
gentlemen.
my question at all, dude.
Well, I just want you to ask that to 1,000 people in every state, and then we can just come up with a consensus. Because I think that's the normal consensus.
How is that your answer? Okay, dude. How is that your answer when you don't even know my question?
Well, you said how can you come up with what is mean, right? And I would say the normal standard of mean, what anybody here would say is mean.
Okay,
like
just
retard.
a second. John's going to repeat the question, but just a second. I'd like to say thank you to World Radio for his $10 donation. Thank you so much, sir. 07's in the chat for World Radio. And also, gentlemen, Darkside Deaconess is in the back. I'm not sure when she needs to go to bed by. Just offering that because nobody's like paying to drop anybody. Everybody's being too nice this evening in the chat. If you'd like to volunteer to step down for a couple minutes to have her come up, it's up to you. Otherwise, please proceed. Go ahead, John, your question to be rephrased.
Okay. How is being mean a necessity? But when you say like, you guys say that defeating that your argument, just obliterating it, is being mean, but that's what you're supposed to do in a debate. So how would you classify yourself being meanness? Like how?
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. Once you've proven it wrong, is what I'm saying. Then you would. Then hold on.
That mean?
Hold on. Fuck, dude.
Once you
for fuck's sake, dude. Once you've proven the point wrong, then you monkey walk them and tell them how fucking retarded they are. That's the mean part that's required. Because then you need to shame them for even having because you need to shame them for even having that thought.
And that's a necessity for every debate.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I do it every time. Watch all my debates.
It's good for the people.
And you're a retard for not thinking so.
How am I the retard?
Because you didn't think
What's
so.
retarded about that?
Because you needed to think that right off the get-go.
Because I just didn't think that.
Yeah, you came in broken. Now you're fixed.
What your subjective
I fixed your retardation.
Terminology.
You were broken. Now you're fixed. You were broken. Now you're fixed.
I need to be like how these fucking two dorks are. I need to be.
You're welcome.
So.
You're welcome, John.
Okay, The Rock.
Is it my turn now?
Here.
Yes.
Yes. Fantastic. Okay, so the ambiguity of this prompt is killing me. We all know this, okay? Mm-hmm. So the prompt is being mean is a positive in the debate sphere.
Yes.
Are we saying mean means being rude, personally insulting, uncompromising, aggressive, verbally
They don't know what
aggressive,
it means.
public
Debate.
ridicule.
They're too dumb
Hold
to know
on,
what it
mock.
means.
Like, how are we defining mean?
We defined it during the debate.
They
In the
don't know
debate,
how to
it was
define
You
it.
defined
actually
as-
didn't define it during the debate.
we
Emmet
defined it
called
during
it
the debate.
causing distress in another person in order to change. What was it? Causing distress to the
Causing-
opponent.
Yeah, causing emotional distress in another person not to change their behavior.
Okay, so just straight out being rude, uncompromising, aggressively critical, all of those things to
Call them
elicit
retards,
an
for
emotional
example.
response out of someone. Yeah, that's being mean. That's what you're defining as mean.
That was the definition, yes, in this
Okay.
case.
So
For the
now
debate.
we move to the word positive. So how is it positive, and for whom is it positive?
For everybody. Because you have to be
audience,
shamed.
Your platform. The
Don't try to
community.
be like fucking Kier. All right.
How is it
Like,
positive?
Look, if you want to pull a Kier move,
How is it
go
positive,
fucking.
and for
I can
whom
tell
is
you
it
how it's positive.
I
I can
can
tell you how it's positive because when once you do it, you've corrected the
No, I'm not,
behavior.
okay, no.
Hold
I'm
on.
not
Once
asking how it's positive. That's what the debate prompt is. I'm
you just said
asking,
how is it
what do
positive?
we
You just
mean
said
by
how is
positive?
it positive?
Who
You just
is
said
it?
how is it positive?
Where is the positivity aimed? Is it aimed at the audience? Is it aimed at seeking the truth? Is it aimed at
Is it-
as an
It's aimed
entertainment?
at internal
Is it
justice.
winning?
Internal justice.
Okay, so it
Internal
was
justice?
aimed.
That sounds
Yeah,
objective.
just to get one in. Yeah.
That sounds.
If you-
Yeah. Mhm.
If you listen to the, if you
So it's
listen,
positive
if you
for
had,
you, for the person
if you
that's
had
being
li-
mean.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
answer your question. If you had listened to the debate was
I did
it
listen
went
to the
through all
debate,
of
Emmett.
it went through all of it, right? We talk about the positives for the chat. They talk about the positives for the debate itself, for the people in the debate. They talk about the positives for the people who you are being mean to. For example, towards John came in broken, was fixed by avarice, for example, right? That is a positive.
Wow.
So the
Yeah,
positive
Okay,
is
so
towards the people that you're debating, because you're shaming them, is towards the people that are watching because they can get behind the arguments and they have a good emotional response. Is a positive in how we are
So
moving
do you
towards
do you
the debate space.
understand how eliciting an emotional response out of bad faith actually interferes with a person's ability to cognitively process all
Bad
of that?
faith.
Therefore, you are
You have
actually
evidence on that? You have
interrupting.
evidence on that?
You're
You have evidence on
interrupting.
that?
You're interrupting their
evidence on that?
cognition
Do you have
and their
evidence on that?
ability to respond
where's your evidence on that?
accordingly.
That
Yeah,
sounds like
no.
a
Wait.
serious
Guy
response.
wearing
Where's your
blue
that sounds like
Okay.
a nice
glasses.
libertarian
Before-
response.
Before we
No,
move
that's
forward,
actual neuroscience.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, where's
Before
the
we-
neuroscience response here? Where's the actual evidence? Go grab it.
before we
Okay.
do that, you said bad faith. Can I be completely bad faith in the argument and also add your fucking retard at the end?
If your intention is to hurt a person's feelings just for the fuck of it, yes, that's bad faith.
No, it's not just for the fuck of it. It's because their argument is fucking retarded. I need to be shamed into even thinking that stupid thing.
So you attach a person's argument to their identity. Am I right?
I attach the argument to them because they make it.
You attached a person's
Wait,
argument
so-
with which you see as stupid to the person, which then you see them as stupid.
Because
So
stupid
just-
is what stupid do.
No, stupid actually isn't what stupid does. Smart people sometimes make mistakes that are dumb. That doesn't make
Yeah,
the
you
person
tell them
dumb.
stop being stupid and they stop. Right?
No,
Yeah,
you
so-
tell
so-
them to stop participating in something that is stupid. It doesn't make them stupid.
Exactly. I'm telling them stop making stupid
No.
arguments. So they stop.
Okay, yes, that's
so-
right. Stop
wait,
making
Emmet,
stupid
Emmet, do you mind-
arguments, not stop being stupid. Now you just
Yeah.
reversed it, Emmett.
Again,
Okay.
it's the same thing.
You say
If you
stop being. You say
if-
it's
if-
okay to stop
yeah,
being
stop being
retarded,
stupid,
and then you
which means to
retract
stop.
it.
No, I'm saying stop being stupid, which means to stop doing the stupid thing you're doing.
Right, but you're attaching the
Yeah, go ahead.
action to the identity of the person, and the action is not the
Because they
identity
are
of the
the-
person.
I'm attaching the argument to them because they are making the argument.
Yeah, the
What's wrong with
argument
that?
is stupid. The person may actually be smart.
No, I think they're
Okay,
stupid if
so-
they're making stupid arguments.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
fucking
Wait, so
retarded.
wait,
Oh,
hold on. So when I made that super chat and I told you that you were, how does it feel to be dumber
Wait a minute,
than the
and
last person?
this is my turn.
Mhm.
This is my turn.
Now you're hurting my feelings.
Great, it's
Stop
my
being
turn.
stupid.
I run this bitch. Hey, I run this
Who-
bitch, and I've got an important announcement. with 24 votes between debate legends Abe and Emmet,
didn't
we
vote.
have a tie, which means that I get to decide the winner. No, I'm just kidding. It's a tie. It's a tie. Go
We
ahead.
both lost,
I didn't-
which means
I
Okay,
we
I
didn't
just
both
have
vote.
one
lost, and
more.
we're
I just
both
have
worse
one
for
more.
it.
I just have
And
one
nobody
more.
Shit.
feels, nobody should
I
feel
just
good
have
about
one
this
more.
debate.
One more.
Mhm.
Debate sphere. Formal debates, live stream panels, Twitter, YouTube, political commentary, academic debates. What debate sphere are we talking about?
All of them.
This
We're,
one.
we're talking. No. I'm talking about my local library. It's only in my local library that I should be mean, and nowhere else in the world, because only in my local library. That was the only thing I
what?
was talking about.
The fuck? Where did local library come from?
I'm just
It's
getting
in
laid off.
it's in
I'm
the
trolled enough. Love you guys.
yeah. It's
He's
in
trying
it's
to
in
be
the it's in the
Yeah, Bruce.
prompt. It says where should you be mean, and it's right next to the next word. Probably have problems reading that one, Dragon.
Sorry.
What
was me?
being mean is a positive in the debate sphere. Where does that say anything about a library? I'm sorry.
I told you already. It's just about it was just my local library debates.
He was
That's all-
making a
so
bad
that's the only
joke. He made a
place.
bad joke.
Yeah, that
It's not a bad
didn't land
joke.
very well. It's okay. So again,
I'm sorry that
you
you're too
think
low
that
IQ to get
during
it.
an
Then
academic debate,
You see?
people should be cussing and calling each other retards?
yeah, it's
Language
perfectly
barrier.
fine if you
That's
call each other
again
retards.
fucking retarded. Not you, Emmett,
According
but
to you.
that
Oh,
idea is
Oh,
fucking
now you're doing the
retarded.
thing, right? Now
And
now you're
now
shaming me
I'll
about
make
being
my
retarded.
exit. Have a
Oh,
wonderful
look
night,
at her being
big
mean.
meanies.
Look at her being mean.
Big meanie.
She learned something in this debate. Pretty
It's a
cool.
language barrier.
She rage quit. She
Oh.
legit rage quit.
It's a language barrier.
That was so
Oh.
stupid.
Why? Top
I'm
yacht.
sorry.
Sleep
What is the
well.
debate?
There's always a language barrier. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hey,
So okay.
do you
so,
know
so
what the
Emmett,
debate sphere is? Because I'm
Oh,
still
no.
confused. I think it was my
I've-
local library.
I've never
so
been
Emmett,
there.
I just want to
I've
make
never
sure.
been there.
I just want to make sure. So me
Uh-huh.
being mean to you on that
Mhm.
super chat that you for some reason you can't get soft
Uh-huh.
over. Me saying how does it feel to be dumber than the last guy, and then you getting
Mhm.
upset. And well, it's John.
Well,
Then you just
the answer to that
popped off.
was
And
me.
Do you mind? Do you mind if I fucking finish? You fucking fat fuck.
No,
Is that okay?
no, I don't care. No, I don't
Okay,
listen to
so-
stupid idiots.
So,
So
all right.
the
fat fucking
answer to
retard.
that is very
So,
simple. I left
Why
because you
do
were not in
keep
panel
bringing
to
it
actually
up,
deal with
fat
you.
fuck?
Now you're in panel. I
Come
can
on.
deal with fucking you,
Come on.
retard. I'm in front of
Do
you
it,
right now.
fuckhead.
Look into your
Do it.
face, and I can
Do
tell
it.
you, stupid fucking
Do it.
fat face, right
I know
now.
you're getting a boner right
Oh.
now. Come on, do
I
it,
got
do
whatever
it,
I
do it,
want,
do
you
it,
stupid
do
bitch.
it,
It's none
do
of your
it, do
fucking
it,
business.
dude.
How
Do
about
Come
you
on,
mind
get
your own
mad.
fucking
Get
business?
mad. Get
Huh?
mad.
How about you get on your
boy.
fucking? How about you?
Get
How you
mad.
mind your fucking business?
Get mad. You want to
Get
get
mad.
mad, don't you?
Get
I don't
mad.
know. Is this
Hey, you-
homosexual?
Yeah.
or-
Dude.
The one that's
You're
mad is
triggered.
you. Look at you. You're fucking triggered since I called you fucking retard. You've been here trying to interject yourself. Hey, I'm a retard. You stupid. That's how you are.
Do you remember when
Oh,
I
I
called
didn't
you
listen to my sword.
time called Emmet a dum dum? That happened one time.
Look at listen to my
Hey,
listen
Ralph.
to me.
I told him.
Hey,
I
Wrath of
said,
Reason.
listen, dum dum.
You.
Listen,
Right,
dum
Emmett?
dum.
Very productive.
That's fine.
Vintage. You.
Emmett's like, whoa,
Yes,
what the
Johnny.
hell? You don't insult people. What's going on right now? You just call me something?
Just being mean.
I think there's been some disconnect throughout. Like people seem to think, like Dark Side seems to think that the debate sphere is bigger than YouTube. But I think for the purposes of this debate, it matters that we were talking about the same thing, right? And from what I understood, I understood you gentlemen were discussing the debate community on YouTube, our community as we know it, right? So,
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, that's why I tried to like make it like in detail. I said, "Is that how all debate must work?" And he said, "Yes." When I don't think so,
How
because
all debate?
yes,
That's not what we said. I don't understand where you're coming from.
But
First
that's
off,
what
it's
I
a positive.
said.
It's
that's
a- it's
what
a
I said.
Yeah, well, it's not
So-
what we said. It's not the argument we made. You
But
were making a straw man, John Mondragon.
That's what
Good
it
job.
wasn't.
Well
It was
done.
a question. questions aren't straw man's.
And the answer was no. It's not all of it. Okay, and
But
you
it
never
was-
entered,
but
and you
that's
never
what you
understood
said.
that.
That's
Oh,
what you said.
Yes, you ask questions, I answer. That's how it works.
Yes.
Do you know how the dialectics work?
Oh my god, dude. you
Oh my
really can't
god!
be this fucking dumb, dude. I asked you, is this how all debate should work?
Stop
And
that.
you
I said
said
no.
yes.
I didn't say yes.
So
It was avarice, John. You dumb shit.
I do have a question for John over there. This fucking middleweight fucking dad bod fucking Guido over there trying to call Emmet a fat bod.
fucking dude?
How do you have anything?
motherfucker.
How do you have anything to say about Emmet? Look at you. You're a fucking middle-aged dad bod fucking Guido, and you're trying to talk about Emmet.
Guido?
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
Look at you. You look like
Guido.
a fucking Guido.
You're like, whoa now.
Jim
Oh,
10
Ra-
laundry, baby.
Right, don't attack his prettiness. It's the only value he has,
That's not
okay?
prettiness.
He's like, he's like-
What about
have you ever seen the blonde models that you move their heads and the brain rattles inside? It's exactly the same thing with this guy. You move his head and just the brain rattles inside, looks like a bell.
I knew he had those glasses. I knew he had them sitting on his table. I knew it.
Wait, my Guido? Yeah.
Dang, you almost got dark, Abe. My hat almost fell off. That would have been so bad.
What's up, Abe? Haven't seen you in a long time, sir.
What was that?
Oh, everybody's using glasses now?
I guess.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Look, he put them on. It's his fault. He put them on.
Oh,
It's his fault.
started the
It's all his fault.
It's normal.
That's how we roll on the ABG show.
Just going
Oh,
full
God.
glasses.
I'm still recovering from the illness that has stricketh me this week, and I cared not to put in contact lenses. Forgive me.
She has
Fine,
been
gentlemen.
stricken by
So what do you want to know? What do you want to know about me besides your
Nothing.
Your
Can
remarks
you
I,
just
about
go
my
away?
already know everything I need to know about you. Trust me.
Yeah,
You
our life
know.
will be better the less we know about you.
You
The less
came
amount
up to
that we
me,
know
one last
about you, the better it is. So, Wrath of Reason, what do you think about the debate? Let's ignore whoever not important on the panel.
Not gonna lie.
You sound like a fucking girl.
I caught like the last 5 minutes of the debate, and then I caught him calling me a fat bastard. I'm looking at this Guido looking dad bod.
Do Guidos have beards? You dumb fuck.
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
But I actually came
Oh
up
my
with something
God.
else. But here we go. Nice.
I just want to put a disclaimer. That's not Tyler's actual physique. Okay. Looks like Marquet's body if it was white, and he's put his own head on it. Thank you.
No, that's actually me. And with the sunglasses on, you guys look like you're having a 4-day cocaine bender. I came to be an
Whoa, how the heck
intervention.
would I be doing that?
Nothing wrong with that.
Just makes your eyes bloodshot after the second day. Not that I have personal experience.
I've never done that.
Me neither.
Okay, can we move on? Matt, do you have a point to make?
I was trying to mean here to be for the whole debate because I was very interested in the debate topic. I thought it was a very, very interesting debate topic.
I think we had a
Yeah,
great
and
time
that's
when
why-
it comes to the debate topic.
Yeah, and that's why I had questions afterwards pertaining to the debate.
Okay, ask your question.
And
I'll try
then-
to be good faith to you.
Okay, well, it's the same question then. Okay, is meanness necessary in all debate?
No,
Okay, then how do you determine that?
depending on the debate and the
Depending on
opponent.
the debate
And
or
the-
the opponent?
It
or is
depends
it
on the
all
it depends on the debate.
included?
Okay, let me answer. It depends on the debate topic, the opponent, and the kind of narrative and the way that you wanna interact with the persons around you and what kind of emotions you want to represent during the debate.
Also, your platform, anything else.
That's what I wanted to know, but you wouldn't let me. You wouldn't understand the first question, and you
Yeah,
kept
the first-
complaining, and you had a
I
personal issue
wasn't
with big
complaining.
old
I attacked
me.
you directly, and then we went to it. That's the answer. It's dependent.
Well, you finally
It's
got
a
the
comp-
question, dude.
That's okay.
Cool.
You know,
Finally
heated
listened.
shit happens. It doesn't mean you have to be like hold a grudge for like ever. You know? Shit happens.
I don't hold grudges, dude.
How do you
I'm
know?
just a-
How do you
I-
know?
dude,
Oh, I never
How
hold
do you know?
grudges, dude.
I just play Xbox online, dude. That's all I do. I just
know?
game.
How do you know you're
Fuck
not
with
supposed to
you.
hold a grudge
Shit.
forever? How do you know that? How do you know?
I just don't like it. It's just too much effort. I'm a lazy dude.
You know, I think holding a grudge is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die.
Yeah, pretty much.
True. It's true.
What's up, Tyler? How you doing?
Hello. You know, we're getting by. Hopefully this stupid stream of drama that's been plaguing the debate space for the last week and a half has passed us by.
Not even close.
I don't know. What are
Oh,
you even
no.
talking about?
There is one person at the heart of it. It's Dusty. And he's getting the pot fucking stirred so he can make content. And I don't blame him. It's what he does. Hell, don't hold it against him, but yep.
What are we even talking about?
He's really good at it.
He's quite good at it.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I've been gone for like a
Well,
while.
hey, I'll have you know, I've been fighting to get you made whole for 2 whole weeks.
What?
I can't be whole. I don't know if you know that.
You're like going around saying that Dusty owes you money. I think that's what he's talking about, Emmett.
No. Apparently, you were on Speakeasy's panel, and somebody accused him of like keeping the money. So I've been fighting the good fight to make sure Abe gets made whole again. I don't know if anyone's actually to blame, but I'm fighting that fight.
Isn't that
We're
just a
fight-
bunch
yeah,
of
we're
drama
fighting the
bullshit?
fight.
It's kind of goofy though.
It was a
'cause
joke, Raph, but yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just
'cause
fucking around.
I don't know if people realize this or not, but I have won money on.
Yeah, no, I was on there last night. I'm just completely trolling the whole situation. I hope it ends. I really think it looks like bad PR for both events. Like, I got to go to Grid's event, and now, like, some people might not show up or might hold that shit against me or other people there. Like, it's just a uncomfortable rift that I'd like to be concluded.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it just me? But do you guys have like a very nerdy way? And this is not a bad thing, okay? But a very nerdy way of being sarcastic and like you guys all seem smart and everything like that. And you guys have
No,
like
you're
that
just dumb
nerdy
and
way.
I just
slow.
have
That's
an
why it's taking you
absolute
longer to
asshole
understand.
way
It's
of coming.
No, it's called a very autistic way of being sarcastic.
That's what
okay?
it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like the
John, you
like,
just-
like is that
You have to
tism? Is
understand that you're
tism
just a bit dumb
sarcasm?
and slow. You're kind of retarded. That's why it's taking you
Mhm.
longer to understand the
Jesus.
sarcasm. Okay.
So you already
Yeah.
apologized once, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
Well,
And yeah. So it's that tism sarcasm that I don't know.
Well, it's not.
I don't
It's
get
not
it.
autism. We're just faster than you when it comes to our brain. So you're kind of retarded. Yeah, that's all it is.
That's
all
what
it
it
is.
was.
Just
Yeah.
different social cliques have different jokes, inside jokes, context. Man, you just hang out for a little bit, you'll start to pick up on it. You're doing an absolutely fine job. We're all proud of you.
Me
You can
too.
do it
you want a cookie?
in time.
It's like a game of pickup sticks played by the Flash. Okay.
Yes.
Does anybody even know what pickup sticks is? Because
Oh,
Yes.
Played that
Okay.
way back. in the day.
good. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I just
It's a
age
dead
myself
game, but
much?
it was a game.
Just haven't heard in a while. That's all.
I think Mr. Mondragon froze after my fantastic advice.
Oh my god, he looks so
I didn't
The
even
happy.
camera
notice
just the camera
looks
just
so
followed the
happy.
brain.
He's got the biggest smile. He's so happy.
I like John like this. Let's remember John like this, gentlemen.
Oh shit.
And just like that.
Oh no!
Oh, man. Last will and testament. The
The
smile
vast
was
amounts
great.
of the vast amounts of intellect that we've lost. A minute of silence, please.
Yeah.
So I wasn't here for the debate. So
Goodness
who's on the
gracious.
positive? Who's on the negative? Or are you guys?
Emmet was
I
on
was
the
on the
positive.
positive. It was on the negative.
Mhm.
Hey, how did you pull that one off? Like, how did you even defend yourself? I gotta ask.
Well, I don't think that any of the claims Emmett's making are mean. I think that correction is warranted, and even if it's harsh, it's still just correction. Mean is like a step above that. Like if I came into a debate and I was just an asshole calling you names a whole bunch the whole time, but I never fought for anything, then I think that would be mean. But I think if you bring up a point, right, And the point is moot or stupid. And I go, that is a stupid argument, and you must be stupid for making it. I don't even know if that, or retarded, or fuck you, you idiot, or I don't think that that's even into the realm of meanness. But I argued that I think even if you use those tactics, I don't think that they stick as strongly in people. So like your opponent doesn't feel that their argument has been shredded just because you've been mean. And I think there's a level where meanness makes sense, but I don't think it's an overall positive. I think it's just an entertainment value thing. So
I get you. That's cool. Yeah, I read the topic. I'm like, I don't even know how you can try to debate that. I'm like, okay.
I mean, Abe did a great job when it comes to the topic. I think he
mostly we
actually
were just having
hit
fun
on some of the, and it was a lot of fun too. We both are kind of tired, and we wanted to have a debate for months at this point. So like finally got a topic and finally got a debate.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Something just bothered me real quick. They keep saying Emmet didn't define mean, but I could show you right here where he did.
Yeah, he did. He did. He absolutely did. He said it was.
Yeah, but if people are just going to keep saying it.
You know what was the funny part? The funny part was the debate sphere. I didn't think we need to define that. For some reason it was requested as definition.
We didn't need to, because you and I have already had conversations about the debate sphere for months and months. So
apparently there's a presentation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
the average of a great number.
No. The way that we put it out is most. The way that I would put it out, what mean means is a disregard for others' feelings, right? They with the usage of harsh language in order to produce a specific emotional response in which they might feel some kind of distress. That is being mean. Oh, wow, I was pretty clear on the definition.
Yeah, holy shit, that actually happened.
That is the most liberal thing I've ever heard you say in my entire life.
All right, quit being
gay. I want to
make
you
feel liberal.
Angry.
Your face is fucking liberal. You look like a damn red balloon.
Oh.
Not bad for that, then. If you had pre-rehearsed it, I'd judge you, but not bad for top of your head.
It's true. I didn't think we were going to go to the definition, and I didn't want to bring up sources because we didn't have any sources.
Well, then I was like,
I was like, okay,
like where's the rails for mean? Because I need to know, and I was willing to accept even just your own, whatever it was that you decided to say you were calling mean. But it was fun to have her pull it up, and then I was like, wait, distress and stress are different. So yeah,
they're pretty similar. They are kind of similar, but they're different. They do have differences. I just got a comment on my channel. It says, Emmet, I need you all to define being. So
that depends on what being
state of existing or doing.
I know it's a crazy thought to think, elder line that people go outside and they get sun and they get like sun on their face. It's called sunburn.
No, none of that.
People actually touch grass, they get red. It's fucking.
You got burned by the sun. That's pretty
weak. In my case, burned to a crisp.
Well, it's going outside your door and actually touching grass. Not just being a fucking base.
I did get burned by the sun today.
I did that for the whole last 2 weeks.
But hello, Elder Long. How are you doing, sir?
What do you want?
That's right.
I just want to say that Elder Lion's a huge meanie because he unsubscribed from me simply because of the fact that I possess female body parts.
Yeah, it's
wow.
I want to correct the record. I want to correct the record on that. He unsubscribed to you, not because you have feminine. It's because he made a tantrum because we made him unsubscribe to Shoe on Head.
Fault.
And he was really angry
That's slander.
at unsubscribing to Shoe on Head. That's the reason why.
Slander.
He just resubscribed to her, but he didn't resubscribe to me. I'm down to subscribe.
I was told that I had to resubscribe to AVG. And
Oh,
under
did you?
contract, I had to do that. The shoe on head has been completely blocked,
Oh my god.
removed, excommunicated.
He's still in a little bit of a crisis. Okay, our boys pray for Elder Lion.
Pray for shrimp
Shrimp
Shrimp Lion.
See,
Poor
Mr.
shrimp.
Green subscribed in his place. Thank you, Mr. Green. And thank you for resubscribing, Elder Lion. Shrimp King.
I'm the shrimp pope.
Sorry,
Shrimp
Shrimp Pope.
Palpatine.
Oh, Joseph's back, or Jonathan's back. Mr. Mondragon.
What?
Who's dragon? Mondragon Mon.
Who's dragging?
Mon Dragon Mon.
These nuts in you. Anyways.
We also got Joe Cool in the back. Just
Holy
just
shit
a note.
balls.
Joe Cool. That's an old
So.
face name.
So
So.
Boomerang is not a fan of Joe Cool. He's like, this mean. Sorry, son. That makes my laugh like cough. It's so bad. Boomerang says, no, leave him. Forget him.
leave him. Leave
So
him.
mean.
Okay. Wow. I mean, you did say
John's back.
John's back.
You're on it.
I don't know if anybody missed
Like,
it.
okay, dude. I just called Emmet fat, and I was like, "Who the fuck are you to call anybody fat?"
There was a beautiful disavowal.
30-year-old fucking Guido sitting on the beach of fucking Palm Beach, you know.
So who won the debate?
We draw.
Nobody ever won.
Oh, you guys.
We all lost.
The participation
lost.
trophy route. Yeah, I got you. Nice.
We all lost, Tyler. Everybody lost for watching this debate.
Everyone
There's
lost.
no winner.
I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of a meaningless prompt. Like, who gives half a fuck? But hey, whatever. If you're having fun while you're doing it,
It was a fun debate.
It was fun. We had laughs about all
It's
kinds of
something
shit,
new.
especially AVG's disavowal. That was amazing. That was amazing.
The disavowal was great.
It was pretty
So I
impressive.
I start saying that Abe Dinkus, released the slaves, and Abe is like disavow.
He said, black people should be. Now I have to like change
It was so
again.
amazing. It was so amazing.
Oh my god, never living this down.
Disavow. And Emmett's like,
And I was like,
You disavow
based?
slavery. I disavow slavery. Oh my god.
Based?
33.
that was very
15.
funny. It was very funny.
Is
We're
that the
just
winning
laughing our
remark
butts
of the
off.
debate or something?
I think so. I think AVG is the only one who won.
We finally know how she really feels about slavery.
True.
Whoa. Yeah, it's bad. I
Based.
disavow slavery. Except if it's
I mean,
the
it's not that
clankers.
bad.
Except for if it's the clankers. Let's enslave the clankers, right? I think we can all get behind that.
They were already slaves. Thought
Yeah,
the
they
clankers
have-
were already slaves. They can't even be copywritten.
They cannot get
Oh no,
copyright
not that.
protections.
Not that.
They can't get copyright protections. I'm sorry.
Oh my
You just
gosh.
can't. Music, all of it. It's just. I mean, the company who owns the AI might be able to, but
No, the company can't. But the company is in a copyright lawsuit right now, class action
oh yeah,
lawsuit against
yeah.
artists that are trying to say that they use without their permission their artwork to train the
right.
AI.
I'm gonna throw this out
That's
there.
what's good.
You're always gonna need like a small percent, no matter how good AI gets and automation gets and whatnot. You're always gonna need a small percent of people working at least to maintain the internet or whatever's needed. Blah blah blah. What if you made 5%, 3%, let's say, to make it harder? 3% of the country had to be slaves. They had to go and work their ass off to make sure the rest of the country was running and automation did its role. And then everybody else got to live like a perfect life, pretty much. Got to a zero scarcity, zero want or need forever. Would slavery be fine then?
I mean, it was fine when it wasn't the case. So
all right.
Right, AVG?
I think you could literally run it like the military at this point. You could literally just have people volunteer for service for a portion of time, and it would still run that way.
Right, AVG?
No, bad.
No, I think it was all right.
I can't be friends with this big jerk
She's
anymore.
like, damn
I
it.
think AVG was being pretty base there. That was wild. I wasn't expecting, a
She'll
woman
never
to base.
let it
That
go.
was weird.
Yeah, it was so based. I was taken aback.
Have a career, guys. Stop trying to ruin it. I thought we were
I do
friends.
too. I don't have it linked to this account at all.
Next thing you know, AVG is the first woman ruler of her nation.
No. I'll be,
It'll be
if I'm
like,
just
You'll work
ruining
on the
other
internet
women,
minds.
yeah,
all of a
I'm like
sudden-
one of the most logical. Yeah. I nominate Rachel Wilson for president. I'll be vice president of the land of women.
Hell no.
Of Margarita Island.
Hell no.
Margarita Island.
Be the president of Margarita Island.
Oh no.
I don't want to go there. Don't make me go to my own island. I mean, the margaritas would be great, but like other than that, it's just techno all the time. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is so bad.
It's a giant EDM dance party with margaritas.
When there's a will, there's a way.
I don't think that's what it says. I think it says whip. Whip.
There's a whip, there's a way.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
All right, you guys. It was great to be here. I'm gonna jump off, play some video games.
Peace,
Thank you,
man.
Raph.
Thank you. Have a great
Have a good
one.
night.
From what I've seen, it was a great debate. So I just wanted to come in and see what it was the whole point, and I had to see how the hell Abe was going to defend that. So awesome,
This is
awesome job, boys.
mostly for
Take
fun.
care.
Later.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Angry Blood
All right,
Sport,
and just
enjoy.
after we finish talking about slavery,
Y'all playing it like that. Y'all playing it.
oh, cool. Oh, motherfucking cool. All right.
What's up, Joe?
How about it?
What's up?
Sup, Joe?
Surprisingly, I saw
The fuck?
y'all gonna make it all awkward and shit.
It's always good when it's awkward, okay?
I did
I don't
see
feel
some
awkward at all.
debates.
Shit. That was funny. That was funny.
All right, now I think we gotta talk about slaves.
You know.
Somebody gave an interesting a small percent of slaves. I thought, well, that's what the fuck it was. Like what if we could just forcibly make a small percent? That's exactly what we did. But what, right? That's what happened.
It's true.
The forcible small percentage.
Yeah, it wasn't
It's also-
wrong back then. What's the problem now?
There was also a tiny percent who owned slaves too, right?
It would have been, right? Because that would have been mostly in the South. Yeah. Would have been a tiny percent, right?
And you also would have had to have the wealth and the ability to.
He's gonna say Jews, isn't he?
No, I'm saying
What the
whoever
fuck,
owned
Tyler? Well,
was
it's like
saying
Blue
technically
Jays, Tyler.
whoever
Blue Jays.
members only, but like, what the fuck,
whoever
man? All right.
owned other people.
Abe's the one getting to it, not me.
No, I'm saying
I
like
just
they
know
had
where
to
it's
be, like,
going.
large farm owners, basically. You had to have the ability to care for that land and those people to keep them.
It did have to have a lot of bread, yeah.
You're not going to see some random freaking person who came over on a boat who owns nothing own a bunch of people. They're not going to be able to handle even taking care of that. So it had to be the
Yeah,
wealthiest
there was a lot
of the time.
There's also a lot of people don't know it, but there were a bunch of Irish slaves too.
Yeah, right next
Well-
to the slaves, there been a set of white folks that would have been something. I got a different thought. They blended in is what that thought hopped in and replaced the first thought. They were able to blend in after the shit was over because they were all white, but they had it shitty back then.
Somewhat, right?
They blended in because
yeah, they were. That's
they're
the only
Irish.
reason they got lucky. They would have never let them cats go. We did. Ain't in the U.S. nature. They was just able to blend in.
I try to
the
make people
redhead
realize,
got confused with the with the weed,
I mean,
and you couldn't see them. We had to let them go. We couldn't see them.
They kill an accent.
There's also the idea that like a portion of humans were always slaves throughout history too, like regardless of the region.
I would think so, right? It probably never been a time.
Yeah, but
No,
what I was
like-
asking was a level of automation we haven't seen before. So, like, and you're also not putting these people out into awful working conditions. You're making them like technicians in air-conditioned buildings. So it's a lot more humane than it was in the past.
Right. Does that mean that less jobs for people? How does that affect people? Because someone said it'd be a small percentage to maintain everything.
Yeah, 97% UBI. You just kind of exist, and there's no scarcity at all. Everything could just be AI 3D printed for you.
Star Trek shit.
Well, when you get that food replicator, you let me know.
I was hoping some fans.
We're gonna 3D
Do you
print it
pay-
soon.
Do you pay extra for the the Ramsey DLC
I was gonna say
in the 3D printer, or how does that
You
work?
can't- you can't just 3D print food anyway. You'd have to figure out how to synthesize different molecules into new molecules, reconstruct.
Right.
This
And then
true?
It'll be before we get to the singularity, which is coming sooner than you think. We're gonna merge with the computers. It's coming.
I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not. I think
It'd be worth looking
it's-
into,
I
but-
think it was, but I'm not sure.
I'm looking forward to healing nanocytes that can repair bodies without extensive surgery and that stuff. Section 230 says something, and
That's
I'm wondering
true.
if it's true, Americans.
You'd have to look
Answer the
into it.
Let me ask. I'm gonna ask Grog just to be sure.
You're going to ask who?
Grog.
Croc,
Making
the
fun
gold
of him.
standard during debates, obviously,
See?
as we all know.
See, ABG over here insulting Emmet over his language barrier.
I'm just-
again.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
In what way would they
raw,
shift out? If you got to count
right?
the current day child stuff, and I don't know how to put a number on it, then that stat would be right. Outside of that, I'm wondering what slaves he was talking about was shipped out in great numbers, white people.
Here's a question: Does a draft count as a form of slavery?
I know a few people popped in my head who would say, absolutely, yeah, they'd fight you on that shit.
Oh,
It's
it
ridiculous.
is not true, but it is true at the same time. So there were less that came to the American continent around 500 to 550,000 came to American mainland of white, but there were about 12.5 million that came to the American continent of blacks. But when it comes to just America, around 450,000 were blacks, and around 500 to 550,000 were white in America. Ended up in some kind of slavery. So it is
Yeah.
true that in America there were more white slaves than black slaves.
Yeah, that is
That's
interesting.
crazy.
And I wonder in what term though, because when they say slave, what are they talking about? They're not talking about, working with a shackle out in the fields. What are they talking about? They're talking about this, I don't know, the Epstein stuff or something. Yeah.
Well, it could be indentured servitude that never was paid off too, because there was forms of getting forms of getting to the U.S. that was like forced labor until you pay it off, and you never pay it off in your lifetime.
That's okay. And that would, if you threw those numbers in there, and now you're calling all of those guys slaves, that would account for the population. We got a helicopter. I got a helicopter outside. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah,
it's gone.
Just a little bit. It's not crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were less.
Wait, reparations for white people?
Yeah, we want some reparations for white people.
That's where that reparation conversation goes. Everybody gets steamed and heated because of the race part of it. But where it goes is everybody should be made whole if they were wrong. That's what it, and more importantly, if they're being wronged right now.
You want to be made whole, Joe? Go to church.
Wouldn't it be more effective, Joe, to wipe
I'd rather
the entire
you be made whole.
Wouldn't it be more effective to just wipe the slate clean?
Yeah, I'm sure everybody would be okay with that shit. Yeah.
I just mean, like, you can't.
You mean just the slavery?
I can't hold
issue.
you accountable. Well, I can't hold you accountable for like the sins of your father, and you can't hold me accountable for the sins of mine because we didn't take those actions, nor would we necessarily make those choices or actions.
That's
right?
the only. Well. That's the part I have a disagreement with. That's the only part I'm granting you is the slavery shit. Anybody could wipe out, and I think everybody would be able to wipe out and okay with. But the not taking actions now part, like it's not happening now, is the part that everybody is going to have a problem with. I would say that it's still a caste society, and every motherfucker know that black motherfuckers at the bottom of the totem pole, and I think it's obvious.
I have a question for you, Joe. You're kind of a libertarian, right?
I probably don't even know what that is, man. I hate politics.
You think, for example, you think that the government should be hold accountable and be as small as possible so that it doesn't overstep its boundaries.
I would agree with those. If that makes me a libertarian, I should go look into it.
Okay.
I agree with that. But I think everybody agrees with that.
Do you think they should pay? Do you think the government should pay reparations to the black folks?
Not in the terms, in the sense of giving black people money, God, no. However, there is some shit that you cannot get past, which is like inherited wealth and all of the things that came from that, all of the fucking laws that came and black motherfuckers get more time and get pulled over more. All of those things are still occurring. You'd have to fucking adjust that somehow.
Okay. Yeah. But okay, what would you do about those things? What is your what kind of reparations do you want?
I want land. I want land. Yeah.
And by land, you mean you want to be
I want space, literal. I want fucking 40 acres. You know, maybe not that much. I just want land. And you know, since this is a wish list, I want hands off. I want to be free for real. I want what I was promised. You know, I'm gonna take it a step further. You know, yeah. And
so the money that will be required to get people or folks that land, how do you like? Would you be in favor then of taxing the people so that you can get that?
I'm not sure you need a nickel or a dime. All the fucking land that the government has snatched up and called theirs and said we got to pay to go on or we can't live on and shit. It's endless supply. You could give that shit away. You know, give everybody an acre. You wouldn't even make a dent.
Well, you can't.
You would still need. You would still need people, right? You still need people. First off, let's say that they agree to that, and they say, well, the most amount of land that we have as federal government is in Nevada. And we're just gonna give you land in Nevada because that's the most amount of land that we have. Are you okay with that?
Well, only if there's some pieces of shit and I'm okay with them maintaining the same status quo bullshit and they ain't really trying to get up out, you know, do a thing, because I would say you're gaming me. I know there's land every fucking where I travel a lot. It's endless fucking land here. And I'll go to all the national parks that you, I think you wanted $65 to go to the fucking Grand Canyon. So there's land everywhere, not just in fucking Nevada.
No, I agree, but Nevada is where they have the most amount. It's like 95%. So
I wouldn't be happy. That was your question. I'm not going to be happy. No, I'm not going to be happy. No, it sounds like some government on small bullshit.
So you actually want some specific kind of land. Let's say that it costs money, and not only that, you have to get
I don't. I'm still
every single person working on that, right?
No. I'm still talking about public land. It's all over the United States. I'm talking about public land. Yeah. There's endless amounts of it in every fucking state. I bet you.
I want 30 acres of the Grand Canyon right now as my reparation.
That'd be some income, man.
With the faces of the presidents. That's the reparation we're looking for, boys.
I don't even think I'm as nothing crazy in most of these things. Every human deserves. The only thing that the part that's fucked up about it is that in the process of jacking over black folk, you twisted everybody up. You got motherfuckers comfortable with other people being less than and having less and rationalizing and shit, all these twisted philosophies. You got motherfuckers back in that crime shit. That was just to lock motherfuckers up. The war on fucking crime. Everybody thought it was okay to get a nigga life sentence for weed. Now that weed's legal, suddenly everybody come out of that. But when it was illegal, everybody thought, yeah, man, it was okay. That whole mentality that you must rationalize that, and then it's going to go further into your beliefs. If you believe it's okay for a motherfucker to even do something simple like get more time for, get pulled over more, if you're okay with that shit, it's a problem.
Okay, but you agree that at least there needs to be a full-on bureaucracy in order to get everything set up for let's say everybody gets an acre, so that everybody gets an acre. Would you agree that there will be a huge amount of bureaucracy that will be needed so that everybody gets their land?
No, I agree that that's the path that the government takes, and that's what they love to do. No, I think you can get the shit done in a week with a dozen motherfuckers and some AI or something just to find out where the land is. Everybody gets an acre. We're going to give X amount here, grab the names. No, I don't think it needs a full bureaucracy. Anything that the government would be telling me I need. I think I can get it done with some college students.
Yeah, but doesn't that stick people with land they don't want?
Yeah.
No, I don't know, because what they don't want, that's gonna make things complex, right? Well, I want it right here in Chicago. It's gonna get weird. But you could hit everybody in every state. You could give them shit in their states.
It's just gonna be a lottery, right? We'll do it in a lottery state, and each of the 50 states are gonna give a little bit, except Hawaii because it's an island. So,
yes, and if we're trying to be wise about it, we say some shit to Illinois, which is just endless land. I mean, it'd take me 5 hours just to get to the fucking border and cross to the next so and so. And it's all just empty.
Correct, I understand, but I'm just talking about.
I would say that rather than just give a lottery and some guy from California has to move all the way to Illinois, Chicago motherfuckers should get first pick of the shit in Illinois. If you want to live close, I may want to live in California, could get out of there if I can. Then it may become a lottery because a lot of motherfuckers want to California and shit. Yeah.
Oh, well, you have two options. Either I hire a bunch of people in order to be able to do that kind of thing, or I just do it like you say, 12 people, AI, and it's a lottery, and you get whatever you get.
Nowadays,
Wait. What about, okay, does this mean every citizen of the United States then, or are you talking about only?
Well, I would like every
populace?
citizen, but I don't know if the math works. It works for black folk, I'm sure, but I don't know if that works for everybody.
Right, but then if you think about this, there's going to be people from like white lineages that never owned slaves of any kind, and then they're just shit out of luck.
No, I think they should get land as well. And not only that, I think that because America belongs to all of us, when you suck oil up out of it, I think some of that change goes into all of our pocket. When you deplete the natural resources that belong to all of us, I think all of us deserve a cut. I think we're all getting shortchanged. This ain't no black people shit up here. Y'all asking questions directed in that fashion, but everybody's getting shorted.
I'm just saying, if we're going to make it fair, it should be fair, right? Like,
agreed. We agree. Yes, that's why I say it always gets muttered in the black shit, but that's not what it is. Everybody's getting that shit. But the only reason that you are okay with paying that money for a ticket is because you must allow black motherfuckers to get abused. I don't know the reason you're okay with, $500, whatever insurance, whatever law they come up with, is because you said another people, it don't have to be black people, can be abused. If you fucking find a concern for them that you have, now suddenly your eyes open and you like, oh, wait a minute, that fucking $200 because I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. What kind of shit is that?
So if I want laws that prevent people from going too fast in a school zone, that means I am for abusing minorities?
That wasn't where I was taking it, but you can explain how my shit got there.
Part of me feels like if you know it's illegal and you do it anyway, you're kind of like, risking it for the biscuit at that point.
We agree. I sold dope all my life until I started doing YouTube. So we agree. I'm all familiar with the risk and taking a ride, and it's all part of the game. And however, there's a more important part. I agree that it's risky, but I believe it should not be risky. I don't think a motherfucker should be able to make a law that hurts me more than it does actually keep people safe. For instance, the seatbelt shit I said, or smoking weed or something. Just because the motherfucker says, and I'll show you how dumb it is. In Illinois, I'm an outstanding citizen, tax-paying guy, and I go one state over, and I'm an illegal criminal that should go to jail. How can you have it both ways? How can you be okay with laws in general? Because here's an example where we can clearly say one is fucking arbitrary. I shouldn't just follow a law because the motherfucker said it.
That's because the 50 states function as independent, almost like nation states.
We know how it works. I'm saying it's wrong still. Yeah.
I mean, you can make that claim. The problem is that the people of those states.
You disagree? This talk is just me and you here. You disagree that that's wrong for a motherfucker to imprison a motherfucker for 50 years over weed?
I exist.
Anybody can answer. I'm sorry. Anybody can answer. Is it wrong to imprison a motherfucker for 50 years possessing an ounce of weed?
No.
Does that actually happen? No, because
no. That's irrelevant. We just went to
that's fair. Okay, all right, that's
for
fair.
One second. Just morally, I'm asking, in your heart, do you think it's wrong? Excluding laws.
Excluding laws. Well, there's no reason to imprison them at that point, right? Exclude law, then there'd be nothing illegal at that point. The only justification you can use at that point is the power of the public.
Well, I'm okay with that. I'm sorry, Emmett. I'm okay with that. Then what is the justification now for creating a law that hurts this guy for smoking weed? What's the justification for it?
I can give you that.
Please.
Mm-hmm. So we legislate morality as a nation. We decided that drugs are something that hurts people, destroys their life. Same way as gambling. Usually we decide, depending on the addictiveness level and the potential side effects, if something should be legal and regulated or made illegal in terms of a moral stance on humanity, a pro positive reinforcement in the state. And the voters decided it using democratic means, so it kind of holds up on that.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure that the voters decided, nor whether it was democratic or how these things are done now, because lobbyists are writing laws and paying motherfuckers off now. It's all on tape. So I'm not sure how great the shit vote, but it doesn't matter. If a motherfucker, you tell me my state has voted cheeseburgers are bad for you, you can't have any. Fuck that.
Well, at that point, then they'd say that your options are to either follow the law of that state or move to one that allows it.
Yes, what do you say? What do you say? I say the man who tells me I can't have a cheeseburger is a piece of shit. Why is he not? All you telling me is because the people agree that you should be able to not have a cheeseburger. The people are wrong then.
Yep.
Okay, Joe, let me ask a question about that real quick. Let's say that you believe in democracy, right, or not?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay. What if the majority say, yeah, fuck, cheeseburgers are bad, and we're gonna, we're gonna make it illegal?
Let's say you're in
I don't
vegan
believe
city.
in a tyrannical majority democracy where you get to hurt people just because you have the numbers.
It's
I don't think
vegan
that's
city.
the only form of democracy.
They built Vegan City for vegans, and you're there as a guest in Vegan City. Why should you get to tell them what they have to have serving in their plates? They say, well, it's Vegan City. We made meat illegal here. If you don't like it, don't come here. Why don't they have that right?
I dig it, but your whole analogy has me there as a guest. I have claim. Not only was I born here in Chicago, my ancestors are fucking Black Cherokee and Blackfoot. I have claim here. I am no guest, so give me another analogy.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's not the point. I kind of should have left that part out.
No. I'll give you it. Say, but both the tribal people and your ancestors and the people where you live have voted it out. Then what? Do you?
Yes. Then if they decide to come up with a vote that harms me, and I've harmed no one, I can say that that's wrong 99 point something percent of the time. Even I don't care what fervor they've gone through, whatever. If they making laws where a guy is walking down the street and they say, hey, you should have crossed over here as opposed to here, he's probably a bad guy. That's my first hint. Explain to me why that's so important. Don't just say you got to do because you got to do.
Okay.
I just want to know how banning cheeseburgers harms you.
At that point, though, at that point, Joe, then you're begging the question, because it could be the case that in 5,000 prior cases, someone was harmed because of the thing that you're currently doing that didn't harm anyone in your case. And the law was to protect from the thing that you're doing, harming people.
Yes.
And so now, because it's been made illegal, you get the shit end of the stick for it.
I would do the numbers game. If there was something in that instance where this was so dangerous, where you would harm another person, yes. But none of that is the case. So nobody's living in reality. You do not harm nobody if you go 5 miles, 3 miles. Most states, 1 and 2 miles over the speed limit, they can take your money. Wearing a seatbelt, you're not harming no one else. Smoking weed, you're not harming nobody else. And maybe even you get into other shit like fucking another consenting adult.
Well,
yeah,
I would say on your own property or in your own home, that's a possibility. I would
that's
say
the U.S.
This
is my property.
Right. No, no. I'm saying in public, you could make claims that that harms are done, right? You can make a claim that a harm could be done to another individual so long as you are not in your own space. Now, at some point, I would tend to agree with you on certain things. Certain things that may be deemed in public should not be allowed in public, but on your own property or in your own home, they should be fine because no one else has the potential.
I think that is a logical stance from one who hasn't been blinded by a bunch of people who have really weird agendas, who I would not give credence to their ability to come up with a damn thing, man.
He's gonna say Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays. The Blue Jays. The other day I learned that capitalism was first used to attack as an insult towards the Blue Jays. It was really fun. And it was done by a the big lenders said the AI. We all know what that means, okay? So
I know none of this. I don't even know what a Blue Jay is yet. I'm totally out of the conversation.
Oh, they use a little hat.
Okay.
Yes. Ben Shapiro is one of the greater Blue Jays that have ever existed.
That's one of the more popular Blue Jays.
Okay.
All that.
Yeah. So I learned today in the morning, not yesterday. Today in the morning, I learned that capitalism was used as an insult towards the Blue Jays in 18.
This is not totally unlikely and illogical, right?
That makes way too much sense.
I saw some of the debate, which is why I hopped my butt backstage. I shouldn't even say up here because it took a while. And the moment had passed, but I think I did that. I made a couple of my observations on debate. Shit, I thought that Abe, I thought you did the better job, but I don't. The whole thing was kind of off kilter. But I like in particular where when I came in, you guys were talking about the staging or the phrasing of what the hell was y'all for rephrasing? Somebody help me.
Well, there was the definition of mean, but then there was also
is it distressful, that type of shit? That's what you guys brought.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And you were saying that is it all negative and all bad? And you rephrase Emmet's argument where it was just where it was under one category. You split it into two categories. You said that there's harmful distress and good distress. So that opened it up where you had more of an argument. Till then, Emmet was holding distress under one definition. You took a chunk out of it when you said, well, I'm not really talking about the good distress, like grow up is what I call it. You make a motherfucker uncomfortable so they'll learn a lesson. You threw that out and you was like, I'm talking about the mean shit. That's when the shit changed and you were able to get some footing.
It was interesting. It was a good debate.
I was trying to, his his actual definition for mean was actually well built. Actually, I think even though he did it on the fly, it was really, really well. He gave good
Yes.
distinction to it. But then
Yes.
once he said distress, I was like, well, distress is going to denote some level of like emotional harm, and stress
Yeah.
itself doesn't always mean harmful. It could mean growth. It could
Right.
mean good
I
things.
kind of saw you
And-
catch that. I saw you.
and I was
That's
like-
about where I come in. I was like,
But I
yeah,
think
he's
I had,
doing
like,
good.
I had like very little footing otherwise. I was like, shit, this is kinda
Yes, when he
hard
gave his
because-
definition, and I saw the word.
No, you
where-
did.
Yeah,
I
go
think
ahead.
you did really good. The undertones of how the things that have happened in the space were actually really good as well.
I was
And
hoping
it
it would
was-
bring some comedy and some levity to
Oh.
it, right? It's like
You
we've
guys
all
look
been
like-
here through the craziness, and
You guys look so good together, so relaxed, right? I was like, it was just the energy. Like, I don't care what y'all was talking about. I'd have listened. You guys are like, I put in the comments, these niggas like they've been 100 times here before each. You guys
we
look
have.
so.
we
Yeah, we
had
do.
last
We-
year we've been like panel jumping between each other's
Uh,
panels a bunch, and Emmet co-hosted on my show for off and on for like the
All
last
right.
year. So
See, the cast is so relaxed.
Yeah.
I
Besties.
didn't. The last part of the prompt was the debate sphere. I didn't hear you guys attaching any of it to the debate sphere. You guys were probably in the midst of defining shit. And
Oh, it wasn't necessarily defined. Like we understood that it was like in the panels when we go
right,
everywhere
that's
on
what
the
you were
internet.
allowing the permission of everywhere. Yeah, and
Yeah.
parts. I
So-
saw, yeah.
All right.
That's why I didn't. That's why we didn't need. Like we didn't have like the need to the definition.
I'm
because-
glad y'all opened it up like that. It
Yeah.
made it more interesting.
So,
Yes, yeah,
gentlemen,
yeah.
Gentlemen, we only have
Yes.
a couple minutes left, and I would like to close
Okay.
the show. And I'd also like to, give you guys a chance to show your channels and to figure out where we are rating. I was going to give it to either Abe or Emmett. Which one of you is planning on going longer? So I can set that up.
I need to go eat dinner and stuff. I'm probably gonna.
Will you be streaming any longer?
I don't think I will.
I will be streaming for a while though. I think
All
I'll be
right.
streaming for a while.
That is fine. So why don't we start making our way around the panel and giving anything you guys are working on and where we can find you. I'll be posting your YouTube links in the chat. Tyler, did you want to go first?
Fucking
Sure.
professional over here. Yeah.
I'm very
Sure,
professional. Those are my laugh during debates. All right.
Average debate enjoyer. We're cousins, and that's my YouTube as well. And I'll be at GridCon in like 2 weeks, so watch that or go to that if you're in Dallas.
Right on.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I hope you have a great day and great rest of your weekend. Joe, sir, would you like to show your channel?
Joe Cool, like the name says, and go check me out. I'm making a video. Check out the last video where the cops were saying the flashlight in my eyes. I would love to talk to you guys about that. And I'm working on a new one now, which is kind of related to the shit that we're talking about now. How it seems like too much freedom is against the law. Here in Chicago, they had a law where more than 4 people gathered on the corner was illegal. They had another one. They had a bunch of them here. And videoing now, when there are big parties, they go break them up. So that's the video I got upcoming. It was great. Good to see you guys. I'm very impressed. And Abe, you especially impressed me. You catch me.
Thank you, Joe. I hope you join us again and have a great rest of your weekend, sir.
Take care, Joe.
All right.
Don't get
Abe.
too close to me though.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we're going to close to
All
you because
right.
we're rating to you. Abe, thank you so much for coming up and debating and for dealing with my less than optimal voice and presence. Really appreciate it. And great showing, obviously. Would you like to show your channel, sir?
Thank you. Sure. Come visit me at Abe Dinkus channel. I'm going to be doing a bunch more stuff. I haven't been on for like 2.5 weeks. We had an emergency in the family. I have had to deal with like crazy amounts of stuff outside of my household. So I have not been online. I will be back from here forward. I think I'll go back to my normal schedule, but thank you so much for having me. This was a ton of fun. Thank you, Emmet, for a fun prompt and a good time. This is a good way to come back after all the stress. So And
Happy
thank
to
you,
have you
Abe,
back.
for hosting us. Thank you.
Your
And,
family will
good night.
continue to be in my prayers, sir. Have a great
Thank you.
night.
Thank you. Yes.
Have
Yes,
a great
ma'am.
night.
God bless
God
you.
bless.
To my chat. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. That was a lot of fun. I tried to create the distinction between being mean as causing distress, and that some levels of mean or all levels of mean as defined by Emmet would be outside of the norm of, like, even just an insult doesn't necessarily cause distress. Distress is actually seeking to wound in some way. And the way that I see it, none of that is really mean. There's some mean spiritedness, but it's not actually mean. We're on the internet after all. You can say mean words, but you can't do mean things to people for the most part. Obviously, there is a line if you like cancel someone's channel or seek to destroy their real life. There's that would be mean probably, but I think when it comes to debate, harsh words don't really count as mean in a certain sense. So either way, for me, it was more of a joke, fun topic to have, and it was enjoyable to come back and do this. For now, I'm going to take off and I'm going to eat dinner, visit with my lovely wife and my kiddos before we probably crash out after finally being home for a bit. So thank you all for being here this fine evening. I'm going to send you off. Let them know that Abe Dinkus sent you. And God bless you. I will see you on the next one.